this Hawkeye 10 Conference basketball game tonight between Atlantic and Denison-Schleswig, a girl-boy doubleheader. Welcome to broadcast and our live video stream, westernouttoday.com, powered by Nishtenen. Our broadcast brought to you by Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll. Also brought to you by the First Whitney Bank. They're the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank. Body Basic. Call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics. And the Seed Pros. So by your side to maximize yields from the word go. Your Pioneer Pros. John Becker, Mark Ben Tiger, Gary Dinkler, Nick Knutson. Also brought to you by 2nd Street Auto, your transmission pros. And Cass Health, for neighbors caring for neighbors. Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Swin, a safe, reliable sweater for all your transportation needs. And Stein C. The Stein has yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative. Hy-Vee, bakery, deli, grocery, meat department, of pharmacy, always there for you. Your Atlantic Hy-Vee. And Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. Also Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, a hometown bank for hometown people, member FDIC. And Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic, they go the extra mile for you, Olson's BP. They have great food. They have Godfather's Pizza and quality BP fuel that keep you going. Company Olson's BP in Atlantic and Oak Point Wealth Management. Aaron Friend, Oak Point Wealth Management is located inside Snyder & Associates in Atlantic. Our scoreboard brought to you by the Seed Pros. They're by your side to maximize yield from the word go. Again, your Pioneer Pros are John Becker, Mark Ben Tiger, Gary Dinkler, and Nick Knutson. Well, here we are, Mr. Warren. We've got Trojans here tonight at Denison-Schleswig, and then we've got Tuesday. They'll go to Wells Fargo and play Harlan. And that'll be all she wrote.
We're winding it down in a hurry. 1 week from today, you start the tournament, or from tomorrow, you start the tournament. So,
yeah, they'll take on Corendon on February 15th.
Yep.
They've been on a roll. They're playing well. They come in at 14-6 on the year. They had a big week this week so far with a win over Xyra HK, a very good Spartan team on a Monday night. And then they topped Red Oak. They held with 15 points on Tuesday.
Right. I mean, Red Oak's what you call a rebuilding year. And I mean, it was probably a good thing that that's who they got. McKenna Schrader bummed her ankle, in the EHK game. So she's going to be sitting here in a boot tonight. And she told me before the game that I'm going to be ready to go for next week. But
yeah,
we'll just see how that, whether you play against the Harlan, essentially the tournament games are one that you want to be 100% for. Absolutely.
Had a chance to catch up with Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason. And we're going to be back with the McAtee Tire Coaches Show. McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all your automotive repairs and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. We're back with Coach Varg right after this from McAtee Tire.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Welcome back to the Coaches Show, brought to you by McAtee Tire. Getting set for the opening tip-off here at Denison tonight at Atlantic. What a season they've had. And we're joined by Atlantic head coach Dan Vargas. And, Coach, coming off another win. Red Oak on Tuesday night, you held the Tigers to 15 points. Some pretty good defense. I want to go back and touch on that now as we, build off of that game going into Denison. What was the key to success last Tuesday?
Well, the biggest thing was, being active on the defensive side of the ball, rebounding the ball. We did a pretty good job of that again, but just forcing perimeter shots, not giving up easy opportunities, and then, again, limiting it and taking care of the ball once we got the rebounds. And I thought we just did a really nice job of rotating, forcing deep shots and contesting those shots as well. So we just did a really nice job of communicating and working together on the defensive side of the ball.
Playing Denison again, a team that you defeated early in the season, way back around Thanksgiving time. And talk about preparing for the Monarchs here the second time around.
Yeah, that seems like forever ago at this point. But, you think about it, it really was last year. So, yeah. We've come a long way. Obviously, they have too, but I feel like we're playing really good basketball right now. So it's good to see the growth, and it's going to be good to see that team again and just kind of see the differences and how things look a little bit different. And, I recall in that last game that we played them, we were in some foul trouble early and had to pull Peyton out pretty much right away, and they hit some early threes, and we were a little bit out of rhythm. So it'd be exciting to match back up with them. And they play a lot of 2-3 zones, so that's something we've seen quite a bit of this season. And they've also thrown 1-3-1 at teams before, so we're kind of ready for whatever. But they don't throw a lot of pressure at you, so just be a little bit different. We've seen a lot of that in the last few weeks, so it might be a little bit different on that side. They are a team that does turn the ball over quite a bit. They're averaging about 30 turnovers a game, and that's something that we want to continue to try to take advantage of as a pressure team ourselves, is try to get them to turn the ball over and turn it into points.
Well, you had big second and fourth quarters there that first game and led 15-13 after one, and then you outscored them 23-11 the second quarter, and outscored them in the third as well, but 19-9 in the fourth. To win 73-44, really a good offensive output for like that early in the season. Talk about some individuals there that you'll need to identify.
Yeah, leading scorer Maya Slater, senior. She's averaging just about 9 a game, and she's her inside presence. She's not a big three-point shooter, but she plays really hard. Does a really good job getting position and scoring the paint. She can drive a little bit, and she's a rebounder. Again, just a really hard player. Just gets after it and wants to work in the paint. Lola Menlick, she hit a bunch of threes on us. I think she hit 3 in the first and second quarters alone. And again, just really good athlete, a good runner, so she likes to get up and down the floor, can cause problems for you as well, and averages about 5.5 a game. And Wessel hit some threes on us as well. She shoots about 26% from the three-point line, and we lost her a couple times, and she hit a couple on us. Camden Brune, she averages about 3 a game. Lauren Turn about 3 a game, and she hit some threes, and she's about 34.5% leading three-point shooter for them. So just a couple players that average a couple points here and there. We just got to identify where they're at and make it hard for them. They're only averaging about 33 a game, so we just got to make it tough for them. Can't let them get easy buckets. Not let it just be get the ball inside or have outside looks open, because we're giving up the easy ones, and that's what we did that first time, giving them the 43 points. There were just some that we weren't in very good rotations early on. It was the second game of the season, and just gave up wide open threes, and some of them were banks that went in that I still remember being a little bit frustrated by that. Yeah. Usually we don't let the bank be open in our own gym, so it's kind of bizarre. But again, we just gotta be in rotations and be in the right spot and know what we're doing and lock down defensively, and we've been doing that much better lately and play good, solid team defense. Yeah, you've shot 31 free throws compared to their 9 the first time out. And shot 74% from the line, and rebounds, 20 offensive rebounds and 16 defense. So you really had a pretty good start to the season there, and forced 29 turnovers on Denison-Schleswig. Your inside games been doing well with Peyton Harder and Katrina Williams. Williams a workhorse in there. Of course, Monday night coming off that win over Xire HK, that was fun. That was very competitive as well. What's that going to do for your team now as you head towards the postseason as well? Well, I just think, again, when you're playing good teams, and we talked before that game, we wanted to play a quality team. They were 14-3 going into that. We beat them, and they turned around and get another win. So they're a good basketball team, and they played hard, and they gave us some different looks than what we've seen, and they've got some talented players, so it felt good to get that win on the road and seal it, especially without McKenna Schrader in the fourth quarter as a team win, but also just knocking down free throws in clutch time. Right now, I think we're second in the state of Iowa in free throw percent as a team. We're shooting over 70%, and we've gotten it done at the line all season. We've got to continue to do that, continue to handle pressure down the stretch. We got to get the three-point shooting a little more consistent still. We've been talking about that all season. We have some nights where we shoot it really well and other nights we're a little bit colder. The inside game has been consistent, but we got to be a little bit better from the outside on a consistent basis if we want to make that deep run. And, Clarinda comes to town on the 15th, and they're going to be hungry to get some revenge, but, we beat them twice, so we want to make sure that we're locked in to get that third one. It's going to be a battle in postseason. Everybody's 0-0 when it gets to that point. So we still got 2 more games before we get to that point. But coming down the stretch, big one with Denison, conference game. We got 2 conference games left. We can still move up to third in the Hawkeye 10. That's our focus right now is 1-0 and just keep winning.
Coach, always appreciate you. Thank you very much. Great season, a lot to come. In fact, the best to come yet. We'll talk to you after the game.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
We'll be back with the starters in the first Whitney Bank opening tip-off right here on KS 95.7 FM on our live video stream, WesternIowaToday.com.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
It's time for Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at WesternIowaToday.com.
Welcome back to Denison. Tom Robinson alongside Roger Warren, our live video stream on WesternIowaToday.com. KS 957, that's where you can find it. And here on 95.7 FM, our live video stream powered by Michigan as we're getting set for the starters tonight. The opening tip-off, that's brought to you by the First Whitney Bank. We'll have that coming up here in just a little bit. We look at the starters for Atlantic tonight. Zoe Kirchhoff will start at a guard. She's a point guard, a 5'5", a junior for the Trojans. Lila Wiederstein, a 5'6" junior, will play at a wing. And Peyton McLaren, she'll handle the point and also play at a wing for Atlantic, a 5'7" sophomore. Peyton Harder, 5'11" senior, will be inside along with 5'11" junior Katrina Williams. They have really had a great season inside for the Trojans here this season. Is Kirchhoff averaging 7.32 a game. Lila Wiederstein at 5.25. Peyton McLaren 3. And Peyton Harder, of course, the 5-on-5 all-time leading career scorer in Atlantic 5-on-5 game history. With well over about 13 points, 1,300 points, averages shy of 17 a game. And Katrina Williams averaging just shy of 10 a game for Atlantic. Williams averaging 7.1 rebounds a contest. Harder averaging just shy of 11 rebounds a game. For Denison-Schleswig, and the Trojans come in at 14-6 on the year, 7-3 at home, and they're 7-3 away so far this season. Lola Menlick will start for the Coach Mish and the Monarchs, 5'4" senior. Lauren Turner, 5'9" senior, also starting. And Wessel, 5'2" sophomore. Maya Slater, a 5'9" senior. And Camden Brune, a 5'9" senior for Coach Mish and the Monarchs. Menlick averaging 5.5 points a game. Lauren Turner comes in averaging 3.4 points a contest. Samantha Chandler at 3 points a game. Camden Brune at 3.44. And Wessel, 5 points a game. And Lily Morgan averaging just a half a point a game. She'll come in off the bench. Maya Slater averaging 8.8 points a contest. Nora Hebert will come off the bench, averaging just shy of 2. And Marley Butker also, we should see her tonight as well. She's played in all 17 games and started a couple for the Monarchs, averaging 1.5 points a game. So when you look at Denison-Schleswig, they go 5'4", 5'9", 5'9", 5'2", 5'9", and 5'9". And for Atlantic, 5'5", 5'6", 5'7", 5'11", 5'11" inside. Trojans in their road black uniforms. Denison-Schleswig in their home white. Keys for Trojans tonight, Roger.
Well, just take care of business. Take care of the basketball. You got a size advantage. Use it. Just don't make the game harder than it is. They played a very aggressive game against Exira. Do what you should do. It's just a matter of taking care of business.
Well, we're going to have our national anthem. We'll keep it here for that as the Denison-Schleswig Pep Band is on hand here this evening. And here's our national anthem. Opening tip-off coming up. It's brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, a local bank. The only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank.
Is your business. But there are times when you need someone to come alongside you. You need someone who knows you, who knows your plans, your goals, your dreams, someone who's on your side and who's there to help you get there. This is Ann from First Whitney Bank. Whether your business is running a business, farming, raising a family, or helping your kids move on to the business of their lives, we're here. It's your business, they're your dreams, and we're here to help you reach them. First Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Tip-off coming up. Atlantic left to right. Denison-Schleswig right to left. Here's the toss, and it's controlled by Harder of Atlantic, and we're underway here in Denison. Peyton Harder runs the point guard for Atlantic. Left wing pass to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff back to Peyton McLaren. Angles right on the bounce out to Wiederstein, and she stepped out of bounds. Atlantic turns it over, so they got to get used to the court here.
It's still 50 feet wide. I don't care what you tell me.
Monarchs get the ball in the front court. Wessel with it on the dribble down the left lane. She'll kick it back out top to Brune. And Brune will be the top of the circle. And that Monarch Lion logo now near side to Wessel. And Wessel, a 5'2" sophomore. Pass right side to Lola Minnick for Denison-Schleswig. Their opening possession. Just underway, no score here in the game. Atlantic turned it over the first possession. They'll dump the ball low. We've got a foul called on Williams right out of the gate. They try to go inside to Maya Slater, the 5'9" senior. And Williams reaches across. Our first foul of the Trojans. Just underway here in Denison. The throw in by Brune. Inside to Turin. Shot no good. Rebound Wiederstein for Atlantic. And she traveled with it. Went to the floor.
That's one of those things that you just can't. I mean, you got to get rid of the basketball or dribble it on the way down.
Trojans 2 turnovers right out of the gate here back-to-back. Monarchs will inbounds, baseline right side of the basket. Brune into Wessel. Wessel back out top. Menlich back to Brune to the right wing. Menlich top of the circle, wings it left to Wessel. Against that 1-2-2 zone by Atlantic, and we've got a travel call to the Monarchs. Turnover Denison. 2 on Atlantic, 2 on the Monarchs. Atlantic will have the basketball out of bounds in the backcourt. Now Denison will drop back in his own defense.
Yeah.
2-3 zone. They'll run.
You know, I haven't seen much man-to-man out of any of the ladies we've covered.
I don't think we have. It's been mostly zone. Trojans almost turn it over again in the front court. They try to go into Williams, and is poked away out of bounds. Atlantic will throw it in. Kirchhoff wide left of the basket. Just about a minute in. No score here. Kirchhoff will throw it in. High and right to Wiederstein. Back out top to Peyton McLaren, the sophomore on the bounce. Baseline to Harder. Harder looks for a cutter. She'll take it to the free throw line. Back to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff driving in. Kick out Harder out top. Wiederstein, she'll fire up a three. God! Wiederstein hits the triple for Atlantic.
She just got to get confidence in shooting those because she's got a pretty nice stroke.
Oh, she did have a nice shooting stroke and got it to go. Atlantic up 3-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard, and Kirchhoff almost with a steal for the Trojans. Against that, with that press, 6:33 to go in the first. You know, you look at Lila Wiederstein. She has not shot many threes. That was just her 17th attempt.
I was going to say.
She's 3 of 17, and you're right. And they're going to need her to shoot those tonight with McKenna Schrader out of the ball game. High post, Wessel. She'll fire a triple from the top. No good. Rebound inside, and the rebound by Harder now. The Monarchs got a put back and couldn't get it to go. And now Harder called for traveling on the rebound. 6:17 to go first quarter. And it's 3-0 Atlantic with the lead on Wiederstein's triple. Throw in, Turin, left baseline, dumps it low, and a foul call to McLaren reaching across. Guarding Slater underneath, the 5'9" senior. 6:14 to go here in this first quarter. 3-0 Trojans with the Seed Pro scoreboard. And Camden Brune, the 5'9" senior, will throw it in.
Right, I don't think Trojans need to be reaching.
And Atlantic steals the inbounds pass.
Just keep your hands wide and play defense.
Here comes Peyton McLaren across the timeline. She'll wing it left to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff back out top to McLaren. She'll wing it right side to Wiederstein. Almost stripped away. McLaren left side Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff on the bounce into Harder. Harder turn. Short jumper. Good. Atlantic takes a 5-0 lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Trojans with a 3-quarter court zone defense, and they forced a turnover, the third on the Monarchs. Atlantic back to the front. Trojans up by 5-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Wiederstein back out top to McLaren, left wing to Kirchhoff. Down low to Williams. Harder. Kirchhoff on the left wing. They set up hard on the high post. Driving Wiederstein, bounce pass to Peyton Harder. She'll wing it left. Kirchhoff open. Head fake drive all the way down. Runner up, and it is good. Atlantic up 7-0.
Good looking controlled shot.
3 players have scored for the Trojans. They're back that 3/4 court to Wiederstein, almost a steal on that 3/4 court to zone defense.
Yeah. Well, you were mentioning on offense down there, basically what happens is the block person becomes the elbow person and vice versa as the ball's shifted around the court.
Chandler comes in, Samantha Chandler for the Monarchs. And she'll take the inbounds pass and bring it across. 5 minutes to play. First quarter, Atlantic up 7-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Wessel takes it high and right. Monarchs come in with a 2-15 record. There's that over and back we talked about coming up, Roger Warren.
Yep, that one's a classic.
Yeah.
Over and back, those are what you usually see.
4:58 to play. First quarter, the Seed Pros. Peyton McLaren, top of the circle. Bounce pass, right wing to Kirchhoff. Back out top to McLaren. Peyton drives in, short J from 10. No good. Harder fights for the rebound. Last touch underneath by Schlater. Atlantic will have the ball.
That was a good-looking shot. It just didn't drop.
That's a good spot, too.
Yeah,
right
absolutely.
There. Kirchhoff will dump it into Harder. She'll take it inside. Jump shot, no, and fouled by Schlater. So Harder had that short J about 3 foot in front of the basket. Another good look for Atlantic.
Yep.
Schlater with a foul. That's Schlater's first.
Peyton kind of shook her head. She thought she should have got that up. She didn't push it up hard enough.
Free throw, Harder, good. Harder with 3. Atlantic up 8-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Trojans 14-6 coming in. Second free throw money for Harder. She has 4. Atlantic up 9-0. An early runner for the Trojans. Here come the Monarchs to the front. 4:40 to play first quarter. Wessel inside Schlater. Euro step layup, no good. Williams fights for it, bats it out to Peyton McLaren. The sophomore bring it to the front court for Atlantic. High and right to Wiederstein. Down baseline to Harder. Harder the low block. Skip past Kirchhoff. Left side. Now back to Williams inside. And she loses the handle. We got a jump ball.
Be White.
Marley Budker, a 5'8 sophomore, also snuck in there. So Coach Misch goes with 2 subs here early. Budker and Chandler. Schlater back to Chandler. She'll bring it across the timeline for the Monarchs. Near side Budker. And she can't get the pass. Atlanta gets the ball back. 4 turnovers on the Monarchs. Atlantic had 3 quick ones, and they've settled in. And up 9-0 on the Seed Pros.
Yeah, they had 3 turnovers and no points, and now they've got 9.
Yeah, 9-0 run here. Kirchhoff high and right to Wiederstein. Wiederstein holds the ball, wings it out top to Kirchhoff. Again, that inside to Harder. Short jumper, good, wide open, about 3 foot in front of the basket. And just a little teardrop goes in. Atlantic an 11-0 run to start the ball game, and a timeout called by Coach Misch. And we'll take it with them back in 30 seconds.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
To Atlantic Trojan Basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back, and the Trojans steal the ball. Down low to McLaren, layup good, but they're going to call it for a player control foul. 3:51 to go first quarter, and they're going to call McLaren for a player control foul. So the Monarchs get the ball back. Atlantic up 11-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Pass into Wessel for the Monarchs. Back near side of Chandler. She'll get it ahead and steal by Wiederstein. Atlantic with numbers. Wiederstein to Harder. Harder layup up and good. And a foul call to the and 1. And the Trojans now up 13-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. And Harder the free throw line for a pair. Well, Atlantic off. Took a little while to get rolling, but they have
taking care of business.
Free throw by Harder is good. The 3-point play, and she's off to a tremendous start with 9 points Atlantic up 14-0, and they force another turnover. That was Wiederstein. Oh, Leonard's going to get it back.
Yep.
Almost forced a turnover. Wiederstein with a great hustle there. So Lauren Turin, the 5'9" senior, will toss it in. And it's batted out by Wiederstein again.
It's like you're telegraphing the pass, and it's like, I'm going to go get it.
3:40 to go first quarter. Turin will throw it in. Baseline. And a steal by Wiederstein. Down to Harder. Layup up and good. Harder with 11 points now. And it's a 16-0 Atlantic lead. 3:29 to play first quarter. A drive and a shot and a score.
A good-looking bank shot.
Yeah, Nora Hebert in the ball game gets the double for Denison-Schleswig. 16-2 Atlantic. Trojans in the front court. Wiederstein high and right with it. Out to Harder. She wanted the three, then was covered up by Chandler. Baseline Wiederstein into Williams. Short J, good. Williams first two. Atlantic up 18-2 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Chandler rushes to the front court. And the ball stolen by Kirchhoff. Coast to coast layup up, and it is good. 20-2 Atlantic here in the first quarter. Almost another turnover as Wiederstein has been tough at that point guard of that press, Roger Warren.
Well, absolutely. I mean, she's quick enough to get there, but, you know, when you say, hey, I'm throwing to you, it makes it pretty easy for her to go get it.
Slater back in. Brune back in for Atlantic. Inbounds to Chandler, back to Slater. Atlantic up 20-2 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Monarchs having trouble getting to the front, and they'll turn it over again. Atlantic's pressure's been good. Brent Lamp in there for the Trojans as well. So Lamp and Harder in the ball game. Williams and Wiederstein and Kirchhoff top of the circle. He'll bring it across high and right to Wiederstein. Wiederstein back out top to Harder. Harder skip past baseline Kirchhoff. So drive, teardrop shot, no. The rebound comes off to the Monarchs' Nora Hebert. Hebert to the front court. Baseline. Camden Brune down inside. Layup no by Slater. Rebound Williams. Travel on Atlantic.
She tried to get rid of it before she hit the ground.
She got the board and lost her balance. That's the travel. So the Monarchs will have the ball back. The left side of the basket. 2:10 to go here in this first quarter. Atlantic up 20-2 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Inbounds baseline. Back inside. Chandler. Slater on the drive. Runner up. No good. Williams snags the board for Atlantic. Kick out Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff on the dribble across the timeline for the Trojans. Top of the circle. Works the ball high and right to Harder. Harder into Williams. Hook shot up. No. And the rebound pulled down. A foul called on Williams, I believe. Or tipped out by Williams.
Tipped out by Williams. I think she's lucky she didn't get the call.
Yeah. Saytoff
that would have been her second.
Well, that's two on Christina Williams. They're calling her for the foul. He just
they did call for foul.
Timeout call with 1:52 to go. First quarter, Atlantic up 20-2. We're back in 30.
Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle.
Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Back to Denison after timeout. Inbounds to Slater. Monarchs against that Trojan full court press. Pass ahead to Chandler across the timeline for the Monarchs. And a foul called on, double dribble of the Monarchs. Looked like Kirchhoff might have reached in, but a double dribble. So Atlantic get the ball back with 1:40 to go here in the first quarter, up 20-2 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. And Harder leads Atlantic in double figures with 11. Here's a baseline three for Kirchhoff, and she splashed it down. Kirchhoff with the triple. Atlantic up 23-2. Kirchhoff with that three-point shot. That was her 21st three-point make this season. Kirchhoff came in at shooting 30% from 3 points, and that was a splasher. Slater inside, and she's fouled. She took the pass on that low block.
I think Peyton got her.
Trojans now with 5 fouls already here in the first quarter. They've got to be careful. I think you go back to the November 22nd game. I think that was the issue. That was a while back. And I think the Trojans got in foul trouble early as well. Slater shooting free throws, and she made the first of 2. 23-3, Atlantic with the lead.
You're just not quite sure that some of the awkward way they're shooting it or dribbling it, it's not consistent, so it's tough to defend.
Second free throw good. 23-4. Slater 2 for 2 from the stripe. Atlantic in the front court. 1:01 to play here in the first quarter. Satoff out top, wings to left to Wiederstein. She'll go baseline back to Satoff. High post Harder. Wiederstein left baseline back to Satoff. She'll fire up the three. God! Satoff with the triple off the bench. How about that?
Well, I was hoping she wouldn't be timid because she can shoot him, that's for sure.
She can do it. 26-4, Atlantic with the lead. Jillian Satoff with a triple off the bench. And they're going to need her here down the stretch. There's no doubt about it.
Yep.
Lamp and Satoff showing some depth here tonight. Atlantic up big, 26-4 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Monarchs in the front court into Slater. Down low to Turn. Baseline to Wessel. Wessel drives to the elbow. Skip pass near side. That's Carlson now in the game. Coach Mish has gone deep. Back baseline. Slater tapped out of bounds for the Trojans. 18 seconds to go first quarter. Hebert's been in. Carlson. Also Samantha Chandler's played for Coach Mish here in the first quarter. Inbounds pass Chandler to Turn out top. 18 seconds to go. First quarter pass left side. Chandler on the drive. Back out to Turn. She'll set, fire the triple. God! Monarchs needed that one. 26-7. 5-4-3. Ball out to Satoff. Inside to Lamp. Turn shoots at the buzzer. No good. And we're through one. Atlantic 26. Denison-Schleswig 7. We're back in a minute.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
On KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back. We start the second quarter. Atlantic up 26-7 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Kirchhoff top of the circle. Still dribbling the ball, guarded by Wessel with the emblem there. He'll take it to left wing.
They went to a man.
Wiederstein baseline drive, shot up, and it is no good. Rebound Slater, pass ahead to Menlich. The ball almost stolen. Kick out top. Broom for three, missed the shot. Harder rebound, averaging 10 of those a game, and she just outrun the Monarchs to get the rebound. Atlantic to front court. Kirchhoff with 7. Harder with 11 in the first quarter for Atlantic. Out top to Satoff. She'll wing it left to Lamp. Baseline to Kirchhoff. She'll drive baseline, lose the handle, gets it back. Into Harder. She'll drive inside. Layup up, no good. Rebound to Wessel for Denison-Schleswig. And Wessel, a 5'2" sophomore. Contact,
Good
no call, and then a steal by Satov. Well, I tell you what, she's making an impact.
Yeah, she is.
She is really out playing some ball here in this first half off the bench. Baseline, Kirchhoff for three, no good. Rim hit the rim, and Kirchhoff gets her own rebound. New shot clock for Atlantic. Early second quarter, Kirchhoff driving and dribbled off a Monarch out of bounds baseline. And in comes Peyton Harder and Williams and Satov giving Atlantic some good minutes. Lamp giving the Trojans some good minutes. Yeah, the inbounds pass from Kirchhoff coming in. 6:47 to play here in this first half. The ball winged out top to Wiederstein. Bounce pass inside to Kirchhoff. Wiederstein kick out top to Harder.
Take it to the hole. Nobody playing there.
Driving McLaren. I'm going to give it a go back to Harder. Step back, three up, and it is good. Harder with 14. 29-7. Trojans with the lead. 14-6 coming in. 2 wins this week already. Harder steal for Atlantic. Driving, kicks it left. Kirchhoff open. She'll trigger the three short. Rebound loose and Monarchs come up with it. Pass head to Menlich. That pass too strong, and Menlich stepped out of bounds. They didn't call it. Wiederstein with the steal, though. Ahead to Harder. Now to Kirchhoff. Coast to coast. Lay it up and good. Well, I tell you, Atlantic looks terrific here in this ball game.
Those live ball turnovers, it's tough for Denison to get back.
Well, the Trojans turn them into points.
Yeah.
They've had a great transition on the turnovers. Monarchs to the front court. Down big here, 31-7, the Seed Pro scoreboard. 5:40 to play. Driving inside to Wessel. Jump shot, missed everything. Wiederstein comes out of traffic with it. On the dribble. Pulls up, kicks left. Kirchhoff. Atlantic will set it up. 5.5 to go first half. Pass baseline, Harder. Harder with one triple into Williams at the high block. Oh, give and go Harder. Layup good.
That was a sweet pass. That was a sweet pass. Let me tell you that. It just, she got a good cut on it and got a nice in between there.
And she was on the baseline, Roger.
Yeah.
She cut inside. Harder with the bucket for Atlantic, and an assist goes to Williams. 33-7 Trojans in
that last play, that was just patience. Let it develop. Nice bounce pass, and Peyton finished it off.
They gave it to Williams. What about the high block?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and those two have been playing together all year. They're starting to read each other right.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Kirchhoff top of the circle for Atlantic. High post to Williams. Baseline Harder. Back out top to Kirchhoff. Under 5 to play here first half. Peyton McLaren high and left. Kirchhoff. Harder top of the circle. Off the screen from Williams.
Oh, keep going.
Back to McLaren. Baseline Kirchhoff. She'll fire up the three. No good. Rebound out to the Trojans. Peyton McLaren and Wessel also grabbed a hold of it.
Hey, it's a jump ball. You got to go after it.
You got to go after it.
Sometimes you can rip it away. Sometimes you can't. When you rip it away, you might throw the opponent with you.
And that's what happened to Wessel. She hit the hardwood. Everybody's okay. Here comes the Monarchs. Chandler back near side, inside, outside. Wessel, Chandler, Brune, turn. Chandler to Wessel. Wessel for three. Good. Wessel hits the triple for the Monarchs. 33-10. Denison-Schleswig needed that one. 4:19 to go in the first half. Atlantic in the front court. Score brought to by the Seed Pros. Wiederstein. Williams swings it left to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff on the dribble, back out to Harder. Harder dribbling and angling. Wright gives it up to McLaren. McLaren inside the lane, fires a short J off the mark. Out of bounds. It'll be Monarchs basketball. 3:59 to go. Peyton Harder leads all scorers in the first half with 16 points. That's her average on the season.
Yeah.
A terrific first. Really, the whole Atlantic team has had a terrific first half. Wiederstein with the first three. She made her third three-point shot of the season. Wessel for a triple. No good at the other end. Lila Wiederstein with the rebound. And she'll bring it out to make Peyton McLaren top of the circle. 3:40 to go, first half. Pass left side to Zoe Kirchhoff for Atlantic. Kick out top to Peyton Harder. Harder inside. Williams give and go. Layup no good. Another good look. Rebound pulled down by Butker and a steal by Kirchhoff. She'll go coast to coast. She'll lay it up and in. Hey, Kirchhoff with 11 points here in this first half.
I got to get caught up here.
Kirchhoff averaging 7 coming in. 3:14 to go. Atlantic up 35-10 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Budker inside, out to Wessel, now left side of Chandler. Chandler slithers in, stops, pops from 15, no. Kirchhoff snags the board for Atlantic. Zoe Kirchhoff averaging about 4 rebounds a game for the Trojans. Pass inside of Williams, out to Harder. Harder baseline McLaren, drives, stops, pops, School missed the shot. And the rebound comes off to Wessel, kick out to Chandler. Ball poked out of bounds by Kirchhoff, and Monarchs will have it far sideline. Brent Lamp is in. Williams gets a break. For Denison-Schleswig, Noah Hebert back in. Menlich back in. Chandler, Wessel, and Schlater in the lineup for Denison-Schleswig. McLaren, Kirchhoff, Harder, Wiederstein, and Lamp for Atlantic. Monarchs basketball, almost a steal. Wessel with it, and she was actually tripped by her own teammate.
Yeah.
Travel called.
Those hurt.
There's 3 bodies on the floor, but 2.5 to go, first half. And checking in is Mariah Carlson for Coach Mish. He has gone deep into his bench here in the first half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 have played. Pass down low to Harder, turn, shoots, scores. 18 for Harder. 37-10. Atlantic with the rout here. Monarchs the front court. They go down low. Slater layup, no. Rebound Harder. Harder averaged about 10 rebounds a game. Out top to Kirchhoff at the 2-minute mark to go in the second quarter. Harder top of the circle. High post. Wiederstein left side of Kirchhoff. Driving baseline. A little runner blocked by Slater. Scooped up by Carlson. And she throws it away at the other end. Peyton McLaren steal for Atlantic. Trojans back in the front court with 1:44 to go, second quarter. McLaren down inside, and we've got a whistle, foul called. It's on either Menlich or Chandler there in the area.
They're going to give her 2?
That's just
nope, not going to give her 2. She was trying to shoot it.
She was trying to shoot it. Menlich, the guilty party for Denison-Schleswig, averaging 5 a game, and she hadn't scored yet. Check in is Jillian Satoff. Out goes Peyton McLaren. Satoff coming off the bench, had a 3-ball for Atlantic. 37-10. Trojans with the lead here in the Seed Pro scoreboard. 1:38 to go, first half. Kirchhoff looks to throw it in. Out top to Harder. Hands it off to Satoff. The sophomore back to Harder. Baseline Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff holds the ball now. Now inside of Harder goes to work. Pivots. Back out, Kirchhoff drives in. Here's a teardrop again. No good. Harder rebound. Putback is good.
That's exactly what she's got to do. Just slide right in there and take care of business and cleaning up the garbage.
20 already for Harder. Averaging 16 coming in here in the first half. Monarchs to the front court. Lose the ball. Picked back up by Slater. Baseline Hebert all the way under. Out to Menlich. Chandler top of the circle. Back to Menlich left wing. She'll fire a 3, no good. And the rebound pulled down by the Monarchs. Budker, Schlater, Menlich on the drive left side for Denison. Into Schlater. Shot no, and a foul called, and maybe Lamp there. Roger will see.
Yeah, we'll see which one. The thing about it is we don't need to foul. We just get our hands up in the air and make them make the shot.
So Maya Schlater will shoot a pair for Denison-Schleswig. Atlantic up 39-10 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Trojans' first free throw is no good. Atlantic coming in, averaging 53 points a game, and they're well above that.
Oh, yeah.
On pace here tonight. Schlater's second free throw coming up for the Monarchs. In flight, and it is no good. Harder rebound. Schlater 2 for 4 off the line. Kirchhoff to the front court for Atlantic, up 39-10 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Kirchhoff driving baseline, give and go Harder. Harder underneath, and she could have shot it. Ball stolen. Budker, she traveled with it.
Well, and there's a situation that, Peyton's looking for somebody else, but no.
Yeah.
You get the ball at the low block, you put it in the hole.
Kirchhoff takes the inbounds for Atlantic. Will bring it across. 20 seconds to go, second quarter. Atlantic up 39-10. Kirchhoff to Harder. Harder, give it a go. Lamp, layup up and good. That's a great
play. Nice play.
Bryn Lamp puts Atlantic up 41-10. Assist Harder. 5 seconds to go. Monarchs in the front. Budker at the buzzer missed the shot, and that's going to be it. Trojans up 41-10 here in this first half of play. We're back in a moment of halftime. Brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, your home for
The Super Bowl in Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa.
Just a dominating performance by Atlantic in the first half.
Well, absolutely. I mean, this is kind of what they were, hoping for. They came out a whole lot better tonight than they did down at Red Oak. Just take care of business. I hate to use the term "have no mercy" because you've got to get better yourself, and whatever's there, do what you need to do. So it's just Denison struggles a little bit. You're up 31 points. You don't let the foot off the gas. That's just because you got to make that habit that you don't let the foot off the gas.
When you look at the first half scoring for Atlantic, Peyton Harder had a terrific first half with 20 points, Roger Warren.
Well, yeah. And what do we say? She probably got 15 or 16 of those from underneath the hoop. She had the 1-3, but the rest of them were either cleaning up missed shots or great plays.
Zoe Kirchhoff with 11. And then Lila Wiederstein with 3. Jillian Satoff with 3. Katrina Williams with a pair and Bryn Lamp with 2. And Wiederstein, who doesn't normally shoot that 3 ball, she started the game off with that triple. And you knew it was going to be a good night. I mean, she's just her 17th attempt and her third make this year. She can shoot those. Like you mentioned, she had a nice stroke.
She's got a nice shot. It just, if it's given to her, I mean, no, she don't want to shoot that thing, early in the shot clock. But you get down to that, 8, 10, don't look for the next pass. Be putting the ball up. It's time to shoot it.
For Atlantic in the first half, Harder with the 20 points to lead all scorers. He's averaging 16 coming in. Zoe Kirchhoff with 11. And Kirchhoff is right about her average. In fact, she's over average, averaging 7 points a game. Lila Wiederstein with 3. Jillian Satoff with 3. And Katrina Williams and Bryn Lamp with 2. How about Lamp and Satoff, their contribution off the bench?
Well, yeah, I mean, like you said, it's going to be huge. These people, whether you're working for next year or you got to have them during tournament time, this is great experience. And it's just the more playing time you can get on the court, the better off you are.
For the Monarchs in the first half, they had 2 3-point shots. Lauren Turner with 3 and Wessel with a triple. Maya Slater 2 for 4 from the line, and Noah Hebert with 2. Just 3 field goals for Denison-Schleswig in that first half of play. We're back at 2 minutes. Halftime, Atlantic 41, Monarchs 10.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Hey there, this is Tanner from your Atlantic Hy-Vee, and I've got some exciting news to share. Thanks to your feedback, we're currently rated the friendliest Hy-Vee in the entire company. That's a huge honor, and on behalf of the whole team, thank you to everyone who's taken time to share their thoughts. Did you know you can leave feedback too? Just check the link on the bottom of your Hy-Vee receipt or in your email after a purchase. Whether it's a compliment or constructive criticism, I love reading your surveys and making sure we're always improving. And as always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
When you're on the go, it's all about convenience. Add fantastic food, beverages, plus BP superior fuels, and you have Olson's BP in Atlantic. From sunup to sundown, we're the Keep You Going store. From our loaded breakfast burritos and Bunker Dunker donuts to our delicious Champs chicken and pizza to go, we have the food you crave. Don't forget the cold beer in the beer cave. Stop in and fill her up. There's always something you need at Olson's BP, the Keep You Going store, 2nd and Locust in Atlantic.
Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream.
Welcome back to Denison. Tom Robinson and Roger Warren, and welcome to our broadcast on 95.7 FM and our live video stream here at WesternIowaToday.com. Atlantic jumped out early on a 16-0 run in that first quarter. They closed it out to leading 26-7. Peyton Harder had 11 points in that first quarter, and Zoe Kirchhoff had 7 for Atlantic. So they jumped out early, and 26-7 after one quarter play, and then extended that to 41-10 in the second quarter. And the Trojans scoring 15 points and holding Denison-Schleswig to just 3. How effective is that defense? And what are they doing to be that effective?
Well, I mean, they're playing their standard defense. I mean, they're playing aggressively. Denison's gotten 2 threes. Like you said, they've got 3 field goals. 2 of them are threes. One's inside, 2, and then 2 free throws. So, I mean, yeah, Denison's turning the ball over a little more than what, which is probably attributed to the defense. But, like I said, there's no reason they need to be reaching. They just need to play good defense, and good things will happen for them.
Well, we talked about it earlier. Atlantic now we'll head to Des Moines on Tuesday in a girl-boy doubleheader. The boys game will play first at 3:45 at Wells Fargo Arena against Harlan. Really a great experience for the kids, and we'll be there broadcasting here on 95.7 FM. You can't make it, but I know both teams have really loved your support at Wells Fargo, and the players are really excited to be there. And then after that, that's it for the Trojans. They will be done and getting ready for the tournament game on Saturday night.
Well, absolutely. I mean, what a great venue to go play. You got an opportunity. I don't care if you've got a tournament quality team or just a regular season game. Atlantic Harlan is always a bit of a rivalry, and what a better place. I know you got to travel, but hey, what these kids are what they're gonna look at is that basket's out in the middle of nowhere. There's no wall behind there.
Yeah, that's right.
It's seats all the way back to, Never Land. And, you're kind of out there in the middle of things. So you kind of got to get used to the hoop being out in the middle of nowhere. So
it'll be fun for them, no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah.
Then Atlantic will host Clarinda on February the 15th. That'll be the first round of regionals. And the winner of that game will play the winner of Harlan Red Oak on Wednesday night. So going into that one, and I know Clarinda's been playing red hot. They've won 5 straight. They're 10-9 going in. Of course, Atlantic is playing extremely well.
Well, absolutely.
And the Trojans have a great chance to go
Well, and like Coach Varg said, you play somebody 3 times, come out and take care of business. did what you need to do during the regular season. It's no different. You can't lay back.
We're going to take another timeout, getting set for the second half. Our halftime brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, and your home for the great Godfather's Pizza.
When you're on the go, it's all about convenience. At fantastic food, beverages, plus BP superior fuels, and you have Olson's BP in Atlantic. From sunup to sundown, we're the keep-you-going store. From our loaded breakfast burritos and Bunker Dunker donuts to our delicious Champs chicken and pizza to go, we have the food you crave. Don't forget the cold beer in the beer cave. Stop in and fill her up. There's always something you need at Olson's BP, the keep-you-going store, 2nd and Locust in Atlantic.
Denison, Tom Robinson, Roger Warren, 41-10 Atlantic with the lead. Peyton Harder with 20 points in the first half. Zoe Kirchhoff with the 11. Satoff, Wiederstein 3. Bryn Lamp and Katrina Williams 2 each. For the Monarchs, Lauren Turner with 3. Anna Wessel with 3, Maya Slater 2, and Noah Hebert with a pair. So Atlantic will have the ball to start this second half. Everybody out with their starters here, most squads.
Bryn's actually out for...
excuse me. Thank you, Roger.
For McLaren.
Bryn is in for McLaren. She'll play left wing. Wiederstein, high post to Harder. Harder baseline, Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff open for a moment. The pass is just
too weak.
Give it go. Wiederstein, layup up. It's no good. A good look again. Rebound, Menlick for Denison-Schleswig. Monarchs to the front court. Menlick with the ball, high post, looks for Wessel. She'll wing it around left wing, back out top to Menlick. Baseline of Wessel. Wessel skip past, back out to Menlick. Back to Wessel right side. Wessel a couple of dribbles. Bounce pass out top, and we've got a shot clock violation. And they didn't get the ball anywhere but the perimeter that time.
I didn't even notice the shot clock, but boy, that 35 went pretty quick.
Well, and we're still within the mercy rule. We're 31 right now. You might see that mercy rule clock set in if the Denison can get something going offensively. Lamp left wing to Kirchhoff. Atlantic has possession. Back out to Wiederstein. High and right to Lamp. Lamp, Williams, Kirchhoff. Wiederstein back out top
keep
to
your
Harder.
head up.
Harder to Williams on the right wing.
Lamp had a layup.
Williams with the ball out top. And the ball almost stolen away. Williams gets it back to Lamp. Lamp down low to Harder. She'll take it to the rim. Shot up, no good. Rebound tipped out to by Slater. Atlantic gets the ball back.
Yeah, it's a good shot, but they're running that motion offense out there. There was a cutter there for a layup. You got to get those.
And the motion offense against a man defense by the Monarchs. They went to a man midway through that second quarter. Against the Trojans, they started out in a zone at 2-3. Now they've gone to a man-to-man. Harder top of the circle for Atlantic. Wide open Kirchhoff baseline. Didn't take it. Drives in. And tried to dump it low. Forced the pass. Steal Wessel. Menlick will bring it to the front court. Menlick down inside. Back out top to Wessel. Covered up by Harder. Now a 3-ball Menlick. No good short. Rebound Wiederstein for Atlantic. Lila Wiederstein pulls it down for the Trojans. She's averaging about 7 rebounds a game. Kirchhoff, right wing. Giving it go to Harder inside. She'll take it to the rim. Layup, no. Rebound, Williams. Her shot missed, and she's fouled. No scoring yet here in this third quarter. We're about 2 minutes in.
There's a lid on it.
Atlantic scored 41 first half points, averaging 53 a game. And a nice cool to start the second half. Williams' free throw is no good. Katrina with 2 points so far in the ball game. She's averaging 9.9. Shooting 60% from the free throw line. Second free throw is up and missed them both. Harder rebound. And she tried to dump it low to Bryn Lamp, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans. So the Monarchs will have the ball. And they'll bring it across the timeline. See who can score first here in this second half. Wessel tried to skip past door by Harder.
To the hole.
Harder to the rim, lays it up and in, and a foul. Harder with the and one for the Trojans. 43-10 Atlantic, and Peyton Harder with 22 points. Boy, she's headed for 30 tonight.
Yeah.
And of course, the all-time leading scorer in Atlantic 5-on-5 program history with over 1,300 points. Free throw Harder good. Atlantic up 44-10 on the Seed Pros scoreboard.
McLaren went for Peyton.
So Peyton McLaren back in, and Peyton Harder gets a break. Turin with a right wing for Denison-Schleswig. Skip pass to Midlick, and it is out of bounds. Atlantic's ball. We're at 34 now. You get to 35, we'll have a running
one
clock.
more, yeah. And then for those watching, as soon as, if they can bring it back within 25, then the clock stops again.
Kirkhoff,
otherwise it runs.
Excuse me, Roger Kirkhoff, the lamp out top to Peyton McLaren, left wing to Zoe Kirkhoff. Wiederstein. McLaren takes it right side of the key, back out top to Williams. She'll fire a deep two, no good. And the rebound, Turin for Denison-Schleswig. 5:15 to go, third quarter. Atlantic up 44-10 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. They allowed 7 points in the first quarter and just 3 in the second stanza. Monarchs yet to score here in the third. They're working inside. Midlick.
Nice bank shot.
Yeah, Midlick got the drive and the bucket off the glass. 44-12, Atlantic with a huge lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Kirkhoff high and left to Williams for the Trojans. Give it a go to Lamp. Shot up, blocked. Into Williams. Her shot up and foul on Slater. So Williams back to the line. 0 for 2 her first trip. She has a pair of points. 4:43 to go here, third quarter. Katrina Williams eyes the rim, and she spins it up, and it is no good. I like Katrina. 60% free throw shooter.
Yeah, I mean, she's usually right on.
I bet she makes this one. What do you bet?
Well, odds are with her.
And the shot is good.
Hey, you're psychic.
Well, like you said, odds are good.
Odds are good.
You know, 60-point free throw shooter. 45-12 Atlantic. They jumped out to a 16-0 lead early, Roger Warren, and they just never looked back. And I think you mentioned it in the first half. They just scored a lot of points off transition.
Well, absolutely. I mean, they had a lot of cleanup shots. I mean, they had, what, 4 threes? So.
Yeah, 4 threes. You're right, the first half. Kirkhoff had a pair.
Nice play by number 10.
Chandler bounced it off a Trojan, put up a shot blocked by Williams. Back Kirkhoff for 2, no good. And the rebound, Budker for Denison-Schleswig, and Lamp hits the hardwood.
Just feet got caught up.
JV boys game preceded this one, and Atlantic JV won by double figures. They look pretty good.
They look pretty good tonight.
Atlantic has the ball out of bounds. Out to Williams. Williams in the block, jumps, shoots, and misses but fouled. Trojans at 26-7, 41-10 at the halftime break. Jillian Satoff will check back in for Atlantic. And Williams will shoot a pair here with 4:20 to go, third quarter. And the free throw in the air and good. She's now made her last 2. Williams with 4 points. 46-12 Atlantic. And second free throw, and then we'll have the running clock if she makes it.
If she makes it.
And it is up, and it is good.
Oh, it dropped through.
So Williams found the rhythm there, the free throw line. Made her last 3, and a timeout call, and we'll have a running clock.
Ferguson.
We're back right after this 30-second break.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
Welcome back to Denison. Tom Robinson, Roger Warren. 4:20 to go, third quarter. Atlantic up 47-12. And we'll have the running clock. Monarchs possession. Pass near side to Wells. Wessel with it. Bounce pass baseline. And the lineup is Hebert. Wessel back out top to Chandler. She'll slither in. Wessel step back 3. God, that'll stop the running clock.
No, it's got to go below 25 now.
So Wessel with the 3 for Denison-Schleswig. Thanks for that clarification. 47-15. Atlantic with the lead. Baseline drive, no good by Satoff. Williams cleans up, put back missed. She'll get another put back, good.
She was going to make that happen.
49-15. We'll have Mr. Warren explain that running clock here in a moment.
You bet.
3.5 to go, third. Wessel drives baseline. Back out top to Chandler. Back to Wessel, left side. Skip pass out top. Brune. Budker. Hebert. And they'll kick it back to Chandler. 12 seconds of the shot clock. Wessel baseline. Hebert fires a step back. 3, good. Good for Noah
That's
Hebert.
2 in a row for him.
49-18. Atlantic's lead. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Almost a steal by Wessel. We'll go to that. Let's go to the mercy rule.
Basically, the way that happens, once you get 35 or more, then you have a running clock. It stops on free throws, but you have to get the gap closed under 25 or 25 or under to stop the clock, to go to normal clock.
Thanks for that. Inside of Williams, Roger. Addie Friend now in the game as Coach Vargason goes to his bench. Satoff high and right. Ball slapped away by Chandler. Chandler gets the ball. She'll dribble down inside the block. Shot up and is no good. Foul on Jillian Satoff. And 2 for Chandler coming up.
Well, this is good for those gals because I tell you what, that's a situation where you got to take care of the basketball.
Yeah.
You know, the gal punched it away. You were just holding it out there. You know, it's a good learning experience.
Chandler's free throw is good. Chandler didn't start, but she has seen a lot of minutes in this ball game. She's averaging just over 3 a game. 49-19, Atlantic with the lead in the Seed Pro scoreboard, and a 49-20 as Chandler drops both those in for Denison-Schleswig. She has 2. 2:27 to go, third quarter. Atlantic with a huge lead here. McLaren across the timeline. Pass left side to Lamp. Brent Lamp looks for a cutter out top to Satoff. Swings it right to McLaren. McLaren into Lamp down low. Contested back to Williams. Shot no. Williams gets the rebound. Put back is good.
Good job. I'd like to see Brent finish that. Just muscle it up.
Atlantic just a couple of points from their season team average of 53. Denison in the front court with it at the 2-minute mark to go in the third. Turin back out top. Wessel. And they try to force it in. Turin saves it for the Monarchs. Wessel slithers in. Back out top. Wessel again for 3 off the mark. Good block out by Williams. And the ball knocked out of her hands. Clock continues to run. On out-of-bounds plays, Williams had a pretty good second half. Had 2 points in the first half, and she has 9 now for the game at her average. And she is 3 for 6 from the free throw line, a 60% shooter, but she's made her last 3. Atlantic in the front court, Lamp on the drive for the Trojans, and she loses the ball. Tried to go down that left block and just lost control.
I'll tell you what, I mean, the more you do that, the better you get at it. This is a good time to learn that.
McKenna Sontag in there now with McLaren, Satoff, Lamp, and Addie Friend. So Coach Vargason going into his bench here. High and right. 3-point shot up and no good. It went short by Carlson. Rebound, McKenna Sontag. Back out to McLaren. Pass ahead to Addie Friend. Might have got away with a walk there.
Yeah, I believe so.
McLaren out to Lamp. Lamp looks for Cutter. Trojans nice flowing offense.
And she got caught that time.
Travel Addie Friend.
Yeah, a little dancing to the feet.
Yeah, a little bit. Monarchs basketball back the other way. 28 seconds to go, third quarter. And Chandler brings it across for the Monarchs, top of the circle. High post, Slater, baseline Turin, skip pass, near side drive, Carlson, dumps a low to Turin, baseline, Benlick for 3, no good short. Rebound Satoff for Atlantic. 8 seconds, 7 to go in the third quarter.
Keep pushing.
McLaren high and left to McKenna Sontag, skip past Satoff. She'll fire up a shot at one. Good. Jillian Satoff with
pass.
5.
Good shot.
Sontag with the assist. Atlantic up 53-20. We're back in a minute.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram, or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Oak Point Wealth Management is making important changes to better serve you. Wealth Manager Aaron Friend is proud to announce that Oak Point Wealth has partnered with LBL Financial, providing comprehensive tools and resources to support your financial goals. Aaron remains committed to serving Southwest Iowa with personalized service backed by LBL's dynamic technology and investment platform.
I'm excited to embrace independence and keep my focus on what matters most, my clients' best interests.
Visit www.oakpointwealth.com, 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Just when you think he's Mr. Perfect, he wakes up and proves me wrong. You can't charge a junk battery. Look here, mister. Replace it. I called Atlantic Egg and Auto, gave them make and model, and they have a new battery waiting at the counter. Go. Go now. Here's a Mr. Pibb and peanut M&Ms to tide you over so you don't have to make any stops. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest retail stores. Your go-to for batteries, parts, and some...
Atlantic with the basketball after the timeout. Zatoff swings it left to Addie Friend.
Back bounce.
Yeah, back inside, and we've got substitutes in for the Trojans now.
I'd actually called that a jump ball because you both had a hand on it. That's why she traveled.
Dylan Ball is in there. Bryn Lamp, Zatoff, McKenna Sontag, Addie Friend for the Trojans. Monarchs in the front court, almost throw it away. Tipped out by Addie Friend. Sontag playing out front with Dylan Ball, and then you've got Lamp and Zatoff and Addie Friend inside. 23 points tonight for Peyton Harder. Monarchs front court, under 4 to play in the game. Baseline Mimic, she'll fire a high arcing three, no good. Rebound, Carlson, put back, no good. And Zatoff gathers the rebound for Atlantic with 3:37 to play. Boys game coming up next. We'll have it right here on our live video, westernourtoday.com and 95.7 FM. Addie Friend to Zatoff. Back out top, the Lamp, right wing to Addie Friend. Friend on the bounce, step back, 17-footer, yeah! Banked it in, Roger
Banked
Ward.
it in, yeah.
Nice shot, Addie Friend. 57-20. Monarchs in the front court, 3:10 left. Out top to Wessel. Carlson, Budker, and Ball almost got the steal.
Yep.
She knocked it out. It's going to be Monarch small. Dylan Ball, good softball player too.
Oh, yeah.
Probably see her out there this season. Coach Shinsman, I'm sure, chomping at the bit.
Slightly.
He's got to
Trust me. He's already pestered me.
There's a front court. Denison, well, they've had a tremendous amount of success, I'll tell you. Budker's hook shot missed.
Well, with him being retired, he's got nothing else to think about.
Yeah, that's right. 2:27 to play in the ball game. Zatoff over to Lamp. Lamp give it a go to Ball. Shot up, no, and a foul called. Maybe on Hebert.
Yep.
And that'll stop the running clock at 2:18 to go in the game.
Yeah, that's one thing to note is it's a great rule change because long ago when they implemented this, they let this thing run during free throws.
Yes.
And sometimes that wasn't good.
Ball missed the first of two. So now coming in for Atlantic, Franken is in for the Trojans. Benning is in as well. Whoop.
Yep, no, that's fine.
Ball's free throw good.
That's one of those. No, go shoot. You got another one to shoot?
Comas came in for her.
Oh, yeah.
She just had two, Roger.
She had two, but you make the second one, buzz it in. Even if the girl steps over, it's a delayed dead ball is what it is.
58-20, Comas now the game for Atlantic. Front court, Monarchs with the basketball. McKenna Sontag, Benning, and Comas out top of the defense. Chandler top of the circle, 2 minutes to play. Chandler drives, kicks it left wing. Wessel on the bounce. Nice cut off by Comas. Back out top, Budker. Cut off by Friend. Nice job by Friend. Franken mans the inside game, almost gets the rebound, and it's pulled down by the Monarchs. Budker, left wing, Carlson. Out top to Chandler, 1:39 to play. Wessel baseline. Hebert Inside of Budker, guarded there by Franken, and a block by Eddie Friend. Friend gets the block for Atlantic out to Comas. Comas will bring it to front court for the Trojans. High and left of Eddie Friend. Stops, pops the elbow, a high arcer, no good off the glass. And the ball is rebounded by Wessel. Chandler down inside, layup Carlson, no foul called on Eddie Friend. 1:11 to play. 58-20 Atlantic. Good to see these young players in there for the Trojans.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Comas, Franken, Friend. Benning is in there. And McKenna Sontag for Atlantic. Benning a freshman. Ball a freshman. Comas a freshman. Addie Friend Jr. and Franken a freshman.
Well, this is probably the last the last action they're going to see this year, because they don't have a JV game against Harlan, so that was last night.
One of 2 free throws made there. There's a 3-point shot that's no good, goes out of bounds. Carlson went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Atlantic at 58-21, running clock. We're about through the end of this one here tonight. Atlantic will go to 15-6 on the year with Harlan on Tuesday. Monarchs front court possession. 3-point shot, no. Rebound inside, good by Wessel. 58-23. Trojans front court possession. Addie Friend out top to Franken. Going to McKenna Sontag, holds the ball. Sontag finds a seam. Now right side. Franken's jumper, it is no good. Rebound Chandler. And the ball knocked out by Chandler. Atlanta gets the ball back with...
I don't think they're going to get the ball. They better hurry up, get the ball in.
That's going to be about it. 2-1, Comas to the ball at the top.
You had to shoot her up.
That's it, Atlantic with the win, 58-23 over the Monarchs here tonight. And it was no contest from the start as Atlantic jumped out on a 16-0 run. We'll wrap it up. Our postgame brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
Introduce Dr. Jill Polpeter. Dr. Polpeter is a board-certified family medicine physician who provides care for all ages.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
The Trojans led from start to finish. Never really a contest for Atlantic. They jumped down to a 16-0 lead. Led 26-7 after one quarter. Opened up a 41-10 at the break. 53-20 after 3. Had that running clock, Roger Warren, and then it was 58-23. The final score here tonight. Your thoughts on the ball game?
They're calling in reinforcements. They want me to go home.
Yeah. Talk about the Trojan effort tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, that's what was expected. Come out, take care of business. They started out very well. I mean, like I said, I was at the Red Oak game, and it just looked a little sluggish coming out of that one. Tonight, they took care of business early. I mean, I believe, if I'm right, 21 points in the first quarter, almost close to 50 by the time they get to halftime. Yeah, that's where you need to be. The running clock's going to cut any of your point totals down for the second half anyway. So, but, you know, everybody got to play. Everybody should feel good. You got the weekend now. Get ready for Tuesday night.
No doubt about it. As we look at the scoring for Atlantic, it was Peyton Harden with 23. Zoe Kirchhoff had 11. Katrina Williams with 9. Jillian Satoff had 5. 3 for Lila Widerstein. That was the first bucket of the game. She stood up and fired a 3-ball, and 2. Also 3 for Bryn Lamp. We'll check that. Lamp with 2, not 3. Lamp had 2 points for the Trojans, and 2 each for Peyton McLaren, and Addie Friend had 2, and 1 for Dylan Ball at the free throw line for Atlantic. For Denison-Schleswig, we'll start at the top. It was Lola Menlich, the guard, with a pair. And Lauren Turner had a 3-ball in that first half. She ended up with 3. Samantha Chandler went 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She had 2 points. Ann Wessel had a 3 in the first half, a 3 in the second, and she ended up with 8 points for the Monarchs. Maya Slater with 2, and Noah Hebert had 5. She had a 3-point shot, and Mariah Carlson with 1 for Denison-Schleswig. Atlantic wins it 58-23. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll get set up for the boys' game. Our post game brought to you by Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Retreat that offers Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
First Windy Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Well, both these teams are hungry for wins, Roger Warren. Atlantic.
Right, absolutely.
Trojans come in with a 2-15 record. Denison-Schleswig 1-14. Talk about some of the keys for Atlantic here.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've seen Atlantic play really well. It just do what they do best. When you play a team like this, don't turn the ball over. And work on your turnovers, not having any. Just be patient and play good defense. And let the game come to you. For all intents and purposes, yeah, this is a game that the Trojans can win. But you turn the ball over, don't play hard, yeah, they'll sneak up on you and bite you in the butt.
Here's the pregame right now, and we'll get the coaches show here in just a little bit. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We're back with more pregame right after this.
Great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Blaine Grady, he leads the team averaging 8.67 a game. And then you've got Owen Galvin at 3.7. Nash Langenfield at 4 points a contest. And we're going to get it Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason here as well here before we get to our coaches show with... Okay, there we go. All right, we'll take a quick timeout. And we're back right after this on 95.7 FM.
One large single topping Godfather's pizza. How about 2 large single topping Godfather's pizza? The Olson's BP February special is 2 large single topping Godfather's pizzas for just $24. So head on down to Olson's BP in Atlantic for the February special. 2 large single topping pizzas for just $24. Olson's BP, the keep you going store.
And welcome back to our post-game show and pre-game show here on 95.7 FM. And I'm glad to have Coach Dan Vargason with us here. And boy, Coach, you got off to a tremendous start, 16-0. Never look back. And what can you say about the overall performance of your team?
Well, we challenged our girls tonight because we didn't come out very good against Red Oak, and we were slow start and kind of, I don't want to say overlooked, but it's just sometimes hard to get up for a game when the opponent's record's down a little bit. So we challenged our girls. We know Denison's been struggling. They're in a rebuild this year, and they've been down a little bit. So we challenged our girls to come out a lot faster tonight, and we absolutely did. They responded really well. Our defense tonight was tough. Giving up 10 points and a half. I don't care who you're playing when you're playing defensively like that. You're very happy with the way you're playing. And then offensively, we really got into some rhythm tonight, put up 41 points first half, and just really got comfortable tonight.
No doubt about it. You had a good night from Peyton Harder. She had 23.
Yeah, we were able to get the ball inside. That was our focus. Last time we played them, we didn't make a single three, second game of the season, so we made the emphasis to get the ball inside, and tonight it was pretty much strictly to her. We didn't get Katrina going early, but Peyton did plenty of that, had 20 in the first half, and then second half we just kind of rotated some players through. We know postseason's around the corner. We wanted to get some girls some opportunities, and there's no point in being silly, getting someone hurt or doing something unsportsmanlike. We just really wanted to get our girls some reps tonight.
Well, I thought Jillian Satoff came right in and gave you some really good minutes. She had 5, and Bryn Lamp as well.
Yeah, well, Katrina Williams got in foul trouble. Peyton McLaren got in foul trouble. So, getting Bryn in and Jillian, like you said, the other night, Jillian had a rough shooting night over at Red Oak, and tonight she responded and hit her first 3. And, we've seen her shoot, and we've been kind of hoping to get her some confidence, and tonight I think helped with that a little bit. And then again, Bryn, she just did a really nice job defensively, rebounding, and just showing some of the things that she's capable of doing. So we were happy with the way that both of them filled in tonight and played. And then again, getting to clear the bench and get everybody some minutes. It was a really good opportunity to get everyone that chance to get some good game reps.
Yeah, Zoe Kirchhoff had 11, and she was solid again for the team. Just a really good night.
Yeah, she got going offensively a little bit more, and that's something that we expected her to do, especially with McKenna not playing again. But outside of that, Lila Wiederstein defensively, she was just all over the place. Yeah. And again, she doesn't always light up the stat sheet on the points, but rebounding, steals, I think she had like 4 straight times I tried to inbound it, and she knocked it away, and then eventually just jumps it for a steal. All over the place, active hands. But again, Zoe's been our point guard all season, and then tonight we moved her over to the wing, so we get Peyton McLaren the point reps, and then Zoe was able to get some points going, hit some threes, and then was able to get to the basket as well.
Yeah, Wiederstein had attempted 17 three-point shots coming in, and she'd made 2. That's your first buck of the game. She hit the 3. She can do it.
Oh, absolutely. And again, it's just getting some kids some confidence and making us just more dynamic. You and I have talked about getting the 3 going and other people doing it. It just makes us more dangerous when we get to this February month.
Coach, great job. 15 wins. One more regular season game left before you hit the postseason trail. Great job tonight.
Thank you very much. We're excited to be playing good basketball. And Tuesday night, we hope to see people down at Wells Fargo Arena, 5:15 against Harlan. It's going to be a big game. They're really talented, ranked top 15 in the state. So hope to see people there.
Your ball club's really talented, too. Hey, also, we'll recap the week tomorrow. It's been a good week for Atlantic, all 3-0. Win over Exire HK on Monday, Red Oak Tuesday, and then Denison-Schleswig. Coach will be in tomorrow morning. We'll recap the entire week coming up tomorrow, Atlantic Sports Saturday. Coach, thanks a bunch. Appreciate you, Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason. We'll be back right after this.
Thank you, sir.
1 large single topping Godfather's pizza? How about 2 large single topping Godfather's pizza? The Olson's BP February special is 2 large single topping Godfather's pizzas for just $24. So head on down to Olson's BP in Atlantic for the February special. 2 large single topping pizzas for just $24. Olson's BP, the keep you going store.
And welcome back to Denison. Hey, we'll get to Coach Dalton Franken's interview coming up here. It's brought to you by McAtee Tire. We'll hear what Coach Franken has to say. McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for your automotive repairs, and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. We'll hear from Coach Franken right after this.
Strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
And welcome back to the McAtee Tire Coaches Show here at 95.7 FM Atlantic at Denison tonight. And Coach Dalton Franken joining us here in the McAtee Tire Coaches Show ahead of this one. Coach, let's talk about this team at this point now. Close with Red Oak, played pretty competitive on Tuesday night, fell short there. Talk about that outing, first of all, as you move from there into this game tonight.
Yeah, Red Oak, we dug ourselves a first half hole, which, seems to be the trend and right now anyway. And we came out first half. We got outworked. They beat us to every 50-50 ball, and we won the third quarter. Came out, won the third quarter, gave ourselves a chance in the fourth, and just couldn't quite get over the hump. So we need to play. We need all 4 quarters tonight.
Let's talk about Denison-Schleswig, and when you look at the whole team here, as you prepare for the Monarchs, what's their style of play?
Yeah, they're patient on offense, and they do a lot of different stuff defensively. They've seen a 1-3-1 zone from them, but it's not a laid-back, conservative 1-3-1. They trap the crap out of you. Seen a little bit of 2-3 from them, and they'll run and jump in the half court as well. So they get after it. They play hard. So we're gonna have to match their. We're gonna have to make sure we're ready to go and don't come out of the gate slow. Otherwise, we'll be in a hole quick again.
Grady Blaine, number 11, their junior, does lead the team in scoring, averaging 8.9, almost 9 points a game. How important will it be to identify him?
Oh, big. He's a good athlete. He puts the ball on the floor for him, and it does a lot of good things for him. So we're going to have to make sure we're there on the catch, force him, cut off his driving lanes, force him to give the ball up, and then obviously we've got to be solid on our closeouts and backside rotations and stuff. But he's a nice player. They all play hard. They're getting better every single game, and obviously we're both in need of a win really, really bad. So it's going to be who wants it more and who can play harder for longer.
How do you expect the Monarchs to defend you?
I expect them to mix it up. I expect them to go in and out of different zone looks, try to trap us and turn us over, and I expect them to give us a variety of different looks. So the main thing is we just got to be aggressive. When we're aggressive and we're looking to score, when we have the basketball, good things happen more times than not. It's when we're hesitant and scared and we're not confident with the basketball, bad things happen. So they're going to mix it up, and the biggest thing is I don't care what they're in defensively. We've got to be aggressive and looking to score every time we get the basketball, and we'll be okay.
Great point. Coach Dalton, thank you very much. Appreciate you, and we'll see you afterwards.
Thanks, Tom.
You bet. Coach Dalton Franken joining us here on the McAtee Tire pregame show. We'll be back with more, the starters and the first Whitney Bank opening tip-off from Denison right here at 95.7 FM and our live stream, westernnowtoday.com, powered by Nishtadad.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Welcome back to Denison. Getting set for the boys' game. We'll have our first Woody Bank opening tip-off coming up here in a moment for Atlantic. They'll start. Hudson McLaren, a 6'1 junior at the guard. Kenny Jewell, a 5'9 senior. Shelton Molya, 6'4 junior. Grant Petty, a 6'1 sophomore. And Gavin McLaren, a 6'2 junior. Atlantic coached by Dalton Franken. Jeremy Blake, assistant. Nathan Block, assistant. Zach Christensen and J.C. Hoig, the assistant coaches for the Trojans.
For the Trojans, a senior, number 1, Kenny Jewell. A junior, number 3, Lincoln Beck. For the Trojans, a junior, number 4, Hudson McLaren. For the Monarchs, a junior, number 10, Camden Nemitz. For the Trojans, a junior, number 10, Shelton Wally. For the Monarchs, a junior, number 11, Blaine Grady. For the Trojans, a sophomore, number 15, Grant Petty. For the Monarchs, a sophomore, number 13, Wilson Rippon. For the Trojans, a junior, number 23, Gavin McLaren. For the Monarchs, a junior, number 14, Roman Bidnis.
So there you have the starting lineups. Lincoln Beck, a 6' junior for Denison. Camden Nemitz, a 6'3 junior. Blaine Grady, 6'5 junior. Wilson Rippon and Roman Bignis. First Whitney Bank opening tip-off coming up.
Your business is your business, but there are times when you need someone to come alongside you. You need someone who knows you, who knows your plans, your goals, your dreams, someone who's on your side and who's there to help you get there. This is Ann from First Whitney Bank. Whether your business is running a business, farming, raising a family, or helping your kids move on to the business of their lives, we're here. It's your business, they're your dreams, and we're here to help you reach them. First Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Ready to go. Molya tipping it up against Grady. And Grady will control it. And then Monarchs have the ball top of the circle. Back. High post to Rippon. Rippon holds the basketball back out top to Beck on the bounce right side. His shot up over McLaren. No good. He traveled. Turnover Denison right out the gate, Roger Warren.
Well, he tried to do that jump stop dribble, and he just shuffled his feet when he stopped.
Here comes Atlantic with the basketball. Kenny Jewell across the timeline for the Trojans. Just underway. Our score brought to you by the Seed Pros. They're by your side to maximize yields from over go. Contact John Becker, Mark Bentire, Gary Dinkel, and Nick Knutson. Petty with a runner, no good. And the rebound, Rippon for the Monarchs, and Rippon opening it across the timeline. Second possession for Denison-Schleswig. Bignis out top to Grady, the leading scorer for this team. Baseline drive, Nemitz layup, no, and a foul called on Atlantic. The Monarchs go 6', 6'3", 6'5", 6'3", 5'10". Atlantic 6'1", 5'9", 6'4", 6'1", 6'2". And the free throws coming up for the Monarchs. First one in flight, and it's good. Nemitz with the make for Denison-Schleswig. Nemitz a 60% free throw shooter. He's now 16 of 26 on the year. Second one in flight is off the back iron, no good. Atlantic with a rebound. Goes out of bounds. The Trojans will have it. 1-0 Monarchs early first quarter. Jewell will bring it across the timeline for the Trojans. Man defense will set up that Monarch defense. Looks like a zone. Gab McLaren, a nice Euro step layup, no good. Rebound pulled down by Nemitz. He'll pass ahead to Rippon out of bounds. A turnover Denison. Atlantic gets the ball back the other way, left to right. So Petty will throw it in. Early first quarter, 1-0 Monarchs on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Kenny Jewell will bring it across out top to Gavin McLaren. McLaren top of the circle for the Trojans. He'll leave it off for Hudson McLaren. Back to Jewell and a steal by Nemitz. He'll turn and shoot for the baseline. No good. And Molia with the rebound for Atlantic. He'll bring it back to the front court. He'll slither in, jumper up, good!
Nice shot.
Atlantic up 2-1 on the C Pros scoreboard. Trojans with a pressure defense. McLaren guarding back across the half court and off the screen down the right wing.
Yeah, he traveled again.
And they missed the shot. Rebound Molia. Here comes Atlantic with it back the other way. Molia skip past to Kennick Jewell. Driving inside to McLaren, and they threw it away.
Had the right idea.
6:11 to play, first quarter. Atlantic up 2-1 on the C Pro scoreboard. Monarchs 1-14. Atlantic 2-15 coming in. Beck with the inbounds pass. Grady triggers it. Grady leads the team in scoring coming in. Not quite double the figures. He'll bring it across the timeline for Denison-Schleswig. Grady top of the circle. Leaves it off for Bigness. Bigness high and right, back to Grady. Bigness, baseline. Beck for three, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Nimitz. A three ball put up and no good by Grady. And a whistle, we got a foul called on Denison. On the rebound.
Okay, yep, in backside there. Good box out on there, kept him out of there.
5:41 to go first quarter. Atlantic leading 2-1 on the C Pros scoreboard. And Kennick Jewell bringing it across the timeline for the Trojans. Molia will set up on the high post. The Monarchs in a man-to-man defense this trip. Jewell left wing to Gavin McLaren. 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Gavin backs up towards the logo. On the dribble. High post to Petty. We got a kick. Grady had a kick, the 6'5 junior. He averages 8.67, or Rippon rather, is the leading scorer, 8.67. Coming in. Petty inbounds to Hudson McLaren from the far boundary. Here comes Atlantic to the front court. Hudson guarded by Nimitz. Hands off to Kennick Jewell. He's at the elbow. He's got a shot. He'll take it. No good. Rebound back for Denison-Schleswig. Pass down low. Layup Rippon. Good. And the Monarchs take the lead. 3-2 Denison. Atlantic to the front court. Under 5 to play first quarter. Jewell on the drive. Shot over Rippon. A foul called on Rippon. And that'll put Jewell on the free throw line for a pair. With 4:54 to go here in the first quarter. We're going to see Trojan substitute here early. Sawyer Terrell will be coming in. Jewell missed a free throw.
That's what we talked about on the way up here.
Yeah.
You know, Jewell took it at him. If he'd have stayed straight up, he wouldn't have got the foul, but he came down on him.
So Terrell is in for Atlantic. Out goes Hudson McLaren. Free throw, Jewell good. Tied at 3. Monarchs basketball. They'll kick it ahead. High and right in the ball game now is Galvin for Denison-Schleswig, guarded by Molia, high and right. Galvin to Rippon, top of the circle. He'll swing it left to Blaine Grady. Grady guarded by Petty. We've got a whistle, a jump ball. Nice job by Petty. And he got help defense, too.
That was Terrell. Terrell's the one that grabbed it.
Yep. Terrell with the help defense.
You bet.
4:35 to play first quarter. 3-3 ball game. Atlantic with the basketball. Here's Kennick Jewell, who looks at Coach Franken for the play. He'll bring it across. Now driving to Gavin McLaren. Baseline push. Shoots it no good. Rebound pulled out by Galvin. And the Monarchs throw it away. Molia with it. He'll give it up to Gavin McLaren. 4:13 left, first quarter. Gavin top of the circle for the Trojans. Back near side to Kennick Jewell. Jewell baseline to Molia.
Ooh.
Molia back out to Grant Petty. The sophomore Petty goes to work in the block. Out top Molia. He'll take it to the rim. Layup up, and it is no good. But he's fouled going up with 2-2. Molia with 2 points. And he had a nice drive to the rim, Roger.
Yes, he did. Just used the glass, kissed it off there to get it to go. But he went hard and with authority.
Under 4 to go first quarter. 3-3 ball game. Molia's free throw short. His second one coming up. Roman Bigness back in the game for Denison-Schleswig, and Rippon gets a break here with 3:56 to go in the first quarter. Molia's second free throw on the way here, and it is good. Malia with 3. Atlantic up 4-3. Monarchs front court possession. Across the timeline, Bigness with it. Guarded by Gavin McLaren, high and right. Bigness off the screen from Grady. And he loses footing. Steal by Atlantic. Gavin McLaren on the move for the Trojans. To Grant Petty, layup, no. Rebound, ripped down by Galvin. And Galvin
I got to watch it again.
Here's Galvin driving, jump stop. Back out top, Beck, and he threw it away. Wanted Grady underneath, and he just tossed it away. Checking now, the Hunter Nelson comes in, and Petty comes out for the Trojans. 3:22 to go, first quarter, the Seed Pros scoreboard. Inbounds to Kennick Jewell, he'll walk it across.
To me, right now, it's who wants to take control of the game.
Atlantic up 4-3 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Jewell drives in, down low, Gab McLaren, layup good.
That's about as pretty, yeah, that was about as pretty as it gets.
Gavin with a bucket, Atlantic up 6-3. Monarchs front court possession. Galvin with it, and a foul called on Malia. Got a reach-in foul, try to pick his pocket. 2:58 to go here in the first quarter. Atlantic up 6-3 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Malia with 3 points. Gab McLaren with 2 and Jewell with 1. And the throw-in forthcoming. They get the ball inside to Nimitz. He'll a deep 3, good.
That was a rainbow.
That ties it at 6. Nimitz with a deep 3-point shot. He has 4. Atlantic at the top of the circle. Baseline, Hunter Nelson. He'll drive, and a travel call on Nelson.
Shifted pivot foots.
Monarchs will throw it in. Grady gets the pass in to Galvin. We got another whistle.
Got to beat him in the spot.
Foul called on Atlantic. 2:36 to play here in this first quarter. 6-6 ball game. Galvin will trigger for the Monarchs on the near sideline. Also in now is Santi Lopez, a 5'10 junior. Here's the throw in by Galvin. Looks for Connor. Gets it to Bigness. Bigness pass ahead to Nimitz. Nimitz high and right. Back to Galvin, top of the circle. Under 2.5 to go first quarter. Galvin high and right to Nimitz. Nimitz back to Galvin. No one posting inside for Denison.
No, playing 5 out right now.
Driving Nimitz and a whistle, a foul called on Atlantic. Their plan, as Roger mentioned, 5 out.
That's the second one on, help me out, number 3.
Hunter Nelson.
Hunter Nelson, thank you.
Here's Galvin's throw in. Trying to find a cutter. Galvin high and left with it. He'll drive inside. And out top on the drive is Grady. We got a whistle. Another foul called on Atlantic. 2:07 to play here in this first quarter.
Gavin got a little carried away there.
Yeah.
They're going to shoot a pair.
So Atlantic 5 fouls already here in the first quarter. And the shooter for Denison is Owen Galvin, 5'9 junior. Trying to snap the 6-6 tie. Free throw is good. Monarchs 2 for 3 from the free throw line. 7-6 Monarchs with the lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. And Nimitz comes out of the ball game. Beck is in there. Grady. Lopez, free throw up, and it is good. Well, number 12 made them both off the bench. Galvin, 8-6 Monarchs with the lead. Atlantic's basketball at 2 minutes to go first quarter. Kennick Jewell over to Hudson McLaren, back in for Atlantic, high and left of the Bengals on the right. Drives down the baseline. Foul called on Beck, because these officials call this game close.
Well, it's when you get both hands on him, when you come down, it's almost instant.
8-6 Monarchs with the lead of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Hudson McLaren to fire it in for Atlantic. Into Jewell. And the ball swatted out by Denison. Oh, no, they said it hit Hudson McLaren.
Yeah, he was standing there, and he slapped the ball off of him.
Yeah, Santi Lopez got a paw on it for Denison. Went off of Hudson, who was standing out of bounds. 1:50 to go, first quarter. Back on the drive down the left side and almost threw it away. Pass goes baseline to Bigness. He'll turn and bucket it. 10-6 Monarchs. Jewell into Gab McLaren. He'll muscle up. Good! He's fouled.
He actually got his feet kind of tangled up when he got turned around. That's why he ended up on the ground.
10-8. Atlantic cuts the lead to 2. Gab McLaren took the feed. He's got 4. With a free throw coming for the big guy inside with 1:34 to go first quarter. Free throw in the air, and it is no good. A rebound ripped down by Beck. Gavin with 4 points first quarter. Monarchs by a pair, 1:28 to go. Galvin top of the circle. He's got a lot of minutes off the bench here in the first quarter. Out top to Beck. Over to Lopez. Galvin top of the circle beyond the arc. Leaves it off near side to Bigness. Bigness with it at the free throw line. Stops, turns, shoots. No good. Rebound Grady. He'll put it back up and in. 12-8 Denison. Under 1 minute to go. First quarter. Kennick Jewell. Gav McLaren to Moya. Give it a go. Layup good.
Good play. Way to keep your head up.
12-10. Moya with 5. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Galvin fouled by Hudson McLaren. Galvin caught the ball midcourt against the pressure, and Hudson with a foul. And that'll put Owen Galvin, the 5'9" junior, the free throw line. He's 2 for 2. 12-10 Monarchs with the lead. And Galvin's first of 2 up and in. 13-10 Monarchs with the lead. Galvin a 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Second free throw on the way, and it is good.
Ooh.
Missed it.
That rattled out.
Rebound Atlantic. Trojans front court. Down inside to Gab McLaren. McLaren will block. He'll shoot it, and it is no good. Rebound Grady for Denison. Back ahead to Galvin. Galvin to give it a go inside. Contact. Bigness shot. No. Rebound Grady. Good. 15-10 Monarchs. 11 seconds to go, and the Trojans throw it away. A couple of substitutes coming in for Atlantic. Gross comes in. So the Monarchs will have the basketball with 10 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Up 15-10, the Seed Pro scoreboard. Beck with the basketball. Across the timeline. And he leaves it off, and we got a foul called on Atlantic.
Yeah.
So back to free throw line for Denison with 3 seconds to go.
Yep. Got to work to get in front.
Free throws are coming up for Beck. First one in flight, and it's good. Boy, Denison, they have hit their free throws in this first quarter. And they've shot a lot of them. 7 free throws, or 5 of 7 from the line. Lincoln Beck with his first points. 16-10 Denison. Second free throw off the back iron. No. Molia with the rebound. And that will be it in the quarter. Denison-Schleswig with the lead, 16-10 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We're back in 60 seconds. 60
I was
seconds.
happy to introduce Dr. Jill Polpeter. Dr. Polpeter is
The Super Bowl in Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights, and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
In there. And the basketball at the top of the circle. Grady out to Bigness. High post to Nemitz. Baseline to Galvin. Galvin drives baseline. Cut off nicely by Sawyer Terrell. Here's three-point shot. No good by the Monarchs. Woodward in the game and Grant Petty with a rebound. Woodward now in the game for Atlantic. And Grant drives in. Layup no good. He had an open shot. And the rebound back for Denison-Schleswig. Beck high and right. And he traveled. So Grant Petty will throw it in for the baseline. 7:25 to go. Second quarter. And checking in is Santi Lopez, who played quite a bit in the first quarter. 7:25 go in the second. Hudson McLaren across the timeline for Atlantic. And goes right on the dribble. Gives it up. Terrell. Back out to Petty. Swings it left to Molia. Molia at the free throw line. Right baseline. Three-point shot. Good. Terrell hits the three.
Nice shot.
Boy, did Atlantic need that one.
Big time. Ball hadn't went through the hole very many times.
16-13. A foul called on Hudson McLaren. They got the ball up the floor to Nemitz, who's fouled by McLaren. Beck will check in and Galvin out for Denison-Schleswig. Just under 7 to play first half. 16-13. Rippon, the leading scorer for this team, comes back in. He set out quite a bit that last couple of minutes of the first quarter. Inbounds out top to Rippon. Pass out top to Bigness. Beck. Grady, top of the circle. Leaves it left for Bigness, driving, runner up, and it is no good. Petty rebound for Atlantic. Here comes the Trojans. Petty, high and right, goes inside, runner up, no good. Rebound comes off to Rippon. Petty steal for Atlantic. Out top to Hudson McLaren. McLaren to Petty.
See,
knocked out of bounds.
Just like we talked about, that was not over and back because there was no team possession.
And I think some fans that were...
Yeah, well, the coach was going nuts that it was over and back. I said, that's not over and back.
So Atlantic will inbounds. Grant Petty will throw it in. 16-13, Monarchs on top, 6:27 to go. Hudson, high and right, over to Grant Petty. 6:22 to go. Left wing, Terrell, driving, stopping, pushing it up, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Grady. And Grady will bring it across the half-court line. Baseline pass to Lopez. Lopez back out top. Rippon. Baseline. Nemitz. Down inside, Rippon again. Lose the ball. Picked up by Beck. Beck will turn, shoot. Got it, and is fouled.
He did a nice job of pivoting, and getting in between them and getting the shot up.
18-13, Monarchs with the lead. Beck with 3. And the free throw coming up here for Beck. Beck 1 for 2 from the line. And the free throw up, and it is no good. Rebound, Terrell for Atlantic. Trojans to the front with Kenny Jewell, top of the circle. Driving, kicking left to Petty. 3-point shot up, no good. And the rebound knocked out by the Monarchs. Whoa. I thought it was knocked out by Grady, but it's going to be Denison's ball. Atlantic puts on the full court pressure. Back with the backcourt. 5:34-33 to go here. First half. Lopez with the top of the circle. High and right to Galvin, the back of the game. He'll get up to Grady. Grady high and right. And a whistle, reaching foul on Gab McLaren. That's his second. Nimitz took the pass on that right wing. And Gavin reached in, 5:19 to go here in this second quarter. 18-13, Monarchs with a 5-point lead. Inbounds. Out top to Nimitz. Back to Gavin, a baseline to Beck. Beck drives, and he traveled with it. Gladys ball back the other way. With 5:14 to go here in the second quarter. McLaren with 2 fouls will take the inbounds. That's Gavin. He'll bring it across for the Trojans. He'll hand it off to Kenny Jewell. Jewell finds a seam, slithers in, layup up, no good. And the rebound, Gavin for Denison. 5 minutes left, second quarter. Gavin out top to Grady. Grady to Lopez. Grady inside, he'll turn, shoots, missed the shot. Gets the rebound, putback is no good. And he's fouled by Grant Petty.
Well, he's working hard in there to get those rebounds, even when he can't put it in.
Yeah. So free throws coming up for Blaine Grady. He has 4 points. And it's an 18-13 Monarch lead. Free throw up, and it is good. Grady's second free throw. 65% free throw shooting. He's 31 of 47 on the year. 19-13 Denison. And second free throws in the air and good. Made them both. 20-13. Monarchs by 7. Their largest advantage here in this first half. 4:44 to play. Hudson McLaren top of the circle for the Trojans. He'll swing it left to Kenny Jewell. Jewell free throw line. Now near side Grant Petty. He'll slither in, layup up, and it is no good. And the rebound comes off to Bigness for Denison, out to Beck. Back near side of Blaine Grady. He'll hand the ball high and left for Denison-Schleswig. And he directs traffic from the top. Over to right wing to Nimitz. Back out top to Bigness. Over to Blaine Grady. A timeout called by Coach Derek Fink with 4:07 to play. Monarchs up 20-13. Back in a minute.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Denison, Monarchs up 20-13. Roger Warren, 4:07 to play first half.
Well, I'll tell you what, Trojans have been getting to the rim and just can't finish those bunnies. A lot of times they come just right at the end. They're just a hair out of control and don't put it in.
So here we go, the throw in by the Monarchs on the near sideline. They'll bring it up to the front court. They've got a 20-13 lead against that Trojan half-court zone. Gavin back out top to Blaine Grady. Nolia picks him up. Grady fires, no good at the buzzer as the game clock was, or the shot clock was running down. Hudson McLaren with it high and right, back out top to Petty. Over to Kenny Jewell, 3:40 to go, first half. Petty to Molia, high and left. Petty top of the circle, near side of Hudson McLaren. 3:35 to go, second quarter. Baseline Petty. Kenny Jewell, top of the circle, off the pick. Then drives in, wild shot, nobody do the foul. So 3:27 to go, first half. Monarchs up 20-13 at the Seed Pros scoreboard.
It's been a while since the ball been through the hole.
I know it. Monarchs by 7. A Petty, or Jewell at the line. His free throw is good. Jewell 2 for 3, shooting free throws. No field goals yet for the senior. He's an 83% free throw shooter coming in. Second free throw is no good. 20-14, and Monarchs with the lead. Jewell 2 for 4 off the stripe. 3:20 to go first half. Calvin Wright wing with the ball on the dribble back out top. For 3, shot right side by Nimitz, no good. Put back is good. Nice rebound and put back by Bigness. He has 4. Atlantic in the front court, 22-14. And then Petty got the steal, threw it away. They'll get a foul called on Atlantic. Just under 3 to go here in this first half. Atlantic's just piled up the fouls, Roger Warren. That's 3 on Hudson McLaren.
Ooh, that's 5 for this quarter,
and
too.
5 for this quarter with 2:54 to go second quarter. And that's going to be 3 on Hudson. Gavin, I know, has 2 fouls. Bigness with a pair here. The first one on the way, and it is good. And the Monarchs have taken advantage of those fouls as well. They've shot 12 free throws. They're 9 of 12. And the second free throw is on the way, and it is no good. The rebound comes off the Trojans. Atlantic to the front court. Getting Jewell, 23-14. Driving, Terrell back out to Petty. Petty kicks it right. Oh, no one home. He wanted to go right side, nobody's there.
He turned around and Jewell had moved.
2:38 to go second quarter, 23-14. The Monarchs back up by 9. Right baseline to Nimitz. Down inside to Grady. He'll muscle one up good. Timeout, Dalton Franken. As the Monarchs go up 25-14 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. We'll take a break. We're back right after these.
Hey there, this is Tanner from your Atlantic Hy-Vee, and I've got some exciting news to share. Thanks to your feedback, we're currently rated the friendliest Hy-Vee in the entire company. That's a huge honor, and on behalf of the whole team, thank you to everyone who's taken time to share their thoughts. Did you know you can leave feedback too? Just check the link on the bottom of your Hy-Vee receipt or in your email after a purchase. Whether it's a compliment or constructive criticism, I love reading your surveys and making sure we're always improving. And as always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
When you're on the go, it's all about convenience. Add fantastic food, beverages, plus BP superior fuels, and you have Olson's BP in Atlantic. From sunup to sundown, we're the Keep You Going store. From our loaded breakfast burritos and Bunker Dunker donuts to our delicious Champs chicken and pizza to go, we have the food you crave. Don't forget the cold beer in the beer cave. Stop in and fill her up. There's always something you need at Olson's BP, the Keep You Going store, 2nd and Locust in Atlantic.
The lead. Call timeout by Dalton Frank. Atlantic with the basketball. Connor Johnson now in for the Trojans. Jewell back into Terrell. We've got a foul called on the Trojans. Another one. It's going to be on Woodward.
Yep.
Yeah, Woodward with the screen and wave the ball. Bigness will throw it in for the Monarchs, and Galvin will bring it across for Denison-Schleswig up by 11, 25-14. First meeting for the boys. Atlantic girls up has stepped on and over and back on the half-court line. Girls beat Denison-Schleswig twice this season. Atlantic with their 15th win of the girls game. They'll have Harlan on Tuesday afternoon at Wells Fargo Arena in a special venue. Jewell, top of the circle, pulls up inside of Woodward. Woodward puts a shot up and no good. Rebound, Grady. He hits the deck. And he gets it off high and right to Nimitz. Nimitz wide open, Beck, layup no good. Woodward rebound, pass ahead to Jewell. Jewell for Atlantic in the front court. And he is fouled by Galvin. That's second on Denison. Monarchs led 16-10 after one quarter. And they've outscored the Trojans 9-4 up to this point in the second with 1:46 to go. And Terrell will throw it in for Atlantic along the baseline, left side. And we've got a whistle. We've got a foul. I believe Jewell was away from the ball, call for the foul. That's his second. So the Monarchs get the ball back with 1:46 to go. Atlantic had just really piled up the fouls in that first half. Galvin will bring it across the timeline, 1:40 to go. Angles right of the dribble. Baseline three, short by Nimitz. Rebound Grady. Another foul in Atlantic.
I'll tell you what, Grady's planting himself in underneath there, telling these guys to shoot because I'm going to rebound it and put it back in. And we're not, the Trojans aren't responding to that, making sure he's not in there.
So Grady draws a foul. He'll shoot a pair. He's 2 for 2, 3 for 3 now. Grady with a quiet 9 in the first half, 26-14. Monarchs with the lead. And second free throw is coming up. It's on the way, and it is no good. Molly with the rebound. And a foul called on Denison, their fourth. Gab McLaren will step back in and let it down by a dozen on the Seed Pro scoreboard, and Woodward will come out and Gavin will come in. Molly will throw it in for the baseline, right side of the basket. Into Kennick Jewell, he'll bring it across the half-court line. 1.5 to go first half, Seed Pro scoreboard. Jewell, outside to Terrell, back to Gavin. Gavin now driving inside, layup up. God, he's fouled.
That was a very controlled penetration, made body contact, and then just worked his way in. He didn't put his head down and try to run through the line like he did in football.
And Gavin got the N1. Gavin with 6 points, averaging 13 a game. 1:22 to go. McLaren's free throw is good. 7 for McLaren. He cuts the lead to single digits. 26-17. Gavin brings it across the timeline for the Monarchs. Baseline Lopez. He'll fire up a three. No good short. Rebound comes off to Hunter Nelson, out to Kennick Jewell. Jewell on the run. Baseline Gavin. Nelson, he'll fire up a three. God! 26-20, the Trojans on a 5-0 run. 54 seconds to go first half. Galvin, front court pass. Beck drive, kick right. Bigness for three. Good! 29-20. Nimitz had the triple. Here's Gavin at the other end for three. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Nimitz. Beck ahead to Grady, layup up, and it is good. And a foul called on Gavin McLaren. So Grady gets the N1. Back up to a 31-19 lead, and Gavin with 3 fouls. And Blaine Grady will shoot.
That's one of those you just got to let it go.
Yeah. Grady's free throw is short. Rebound Hunter Nelson for Atlantic. DeMalia, he loses the handle. Turnover Atlantic back the other way. Well, the Trojans had cut that lead at 26-20. And just like that, the Monarchs
I hate to say it, but that 1-3 of
Nimitz
was a 2. They counted it as a 2. We're back to 19.
Okay, thank you. Front court, Monarchs. Lopez driving, shooting, missing. Rebound Molia. 31-19. Nelson for three, missed the shot. That's it. Here in the first half, the Monarchs with a 31-19 advantage. Halftime brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel.
tastes better than one large single topping Godfather's pizza? How about two?
When you're on the go, it's all about convenience. At fantastic food, beverages, plus BP superior fuels, and you have Olson's BP in Atlantic. From sunup to sundown, we're the keep you going store. From our loaded breakfast burritos and Bunker Dunker donuts to our delicious Champs chicken and pizza to go, we have the food you crave. Don't forget the cold beer in the beer cave. Stop in and fill her up. There's always something you need at Olson's BP, the keep you going store, 2nd and Locust in Atlantic.
Today.com.
And welcome back to Denison. Monarchs up 31-19. Atlantic had a 6-0 run going. They came within 26-19. A 5-0 run, I should say. And then the Monarchs responded on a 5-0 run of their own to lead 31-19. Here at the halftime break, Roger Moore, and the Trojans have some foul trouble.
Well, one, you got foul trouble. There's a bunch of fouls, and I'll be sitting right here. I don't probably disagree with any of them. So it's like, they're trying to keep it clean, keep a clean game, but there's no reason to foul, just play defense. The ball's not going in the hole to one end, but a lot of those times, the drive is just a hair out of control, and they can't finish. What I've also noticed is Denison's beating them down the floor. There were 3 or 4 times they threw the ball up over the top, and especially on that last one where he got it and he got the and one. And so it's just, you got to keep your eyes up and get down the floor.
We'll take a 2-minute timeout, catch up on the scoring right after these.
Just when you think he's Mr. Perfect, he wakes up.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram, or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Oak Point Wealth Management is making important changes to better serve you. Wealth Manager Aaron Friend is proud to announce that Oak Point Wealth has partnered with LBL Financial, providing comprehensive tools and resources to support your financial goals. Aaron remains committed to serving Southwest Iowa with personalized service backed by LBL's dynamic technology and investment platform.
I'm excited to embrace independence and keep my focus on what matters most, my clients' best interests.
Visit www.oakpointwealth.com, 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Looked like they're going to get back into it. They had a 5-0 run, trailed 26-19. But then the Monarchs able to come up with a 5-0 run of their own. And they lead 31-19 here at the halftime break. For Atlantic, we'll take a look at the scoring here from top to bottom. Kennick Jewell with 2 free throws. He has 2 points, 2 for 4. Shelton Wallia, the 6'4 junior, has 5. Gab McLaren with 7 points. And Hunter Nelson with 2. That 1-3 we thought he had was a 2-point shot. And then 3 for Hunter for Sawyer Terrell for Atlantic. That's your 19. For Denison-Schleswig, Lincoln back with 3 points. 1 for 3 for the line and a field goal. Camden Emmets has 2 3-point shots. They're big, and he has 7 points. Blaine Grady leads the team with 11. He's 3 for 5 for the line as well. Wilson Ripton with 2. He leads the team in scoring, and he has 2 points here. He's averaging 8.67 coming in. Roman Bigness with 5. And Owen Galvin with 3 points for Denison-Schleswig. 31-19 is their score here at halftime. Started out close, the 3-3 at one point. Atlantic led 6-3. Then the Monarchs tied at 6, and they never trailed after that. They jumped out to 16-10 first quarter lead. Open up a double-digit lead in the midway through the second quarter, 25-14. Atlantic able to squeak back in there and down by 7, 26-19, but a 5-0 run, as I mentioned, for the Monarchs to close out the first half, and they lead by a dozen.
I'll tell you what, the Trojans are by no means out of this thing. They just haven't played real well. Just clean up a few of those, the fast breaks, things like that. Get a few of those drives to start going and continue to play defense. It's just a matter of get back on track.
Atlantic has some foul issues, though. Gavin McClure with 3. And
Gavin's got 3. I mean, I think there's a bunch of fouls. And, I mean, it's on the boat, like I said. It is what it is. I agreed with all the fouls, so it's like, you got to clean that up. Just don't give them the and ones and things like that.
Again, for Atlantic, 19 points. Took a while to get the scoring going in that first quarter. It was 16-10 after one quarter play. Monarchs come in only averaging 38 points a game. Atlantic at 49, so they haven't had a big, but they're already 31 here in the first half.
Right, and I think a lot of that's attributed to the Trojans not getting back, getting a few easy buckets. I'll tell you what, the battle of the boards down there, how many second chance points have they got? I'm just thinking here in the back of my head, I'm thinking at least 10 or 12, if not more than that. And it's like, you can't do that and just and expect to win.
Halftime, 31-19, Monarchs with the lead. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We're back after these.
No one has time for a breakdown. So here's the key. Pay attention to the early signs of transmission issues.
Just when you think he's Mr. Perfect, he wakes up and proves me wrong. You can't charge a junk battery. Look here, mister. Replace it. I called Atlantic Egg and Auto, gave them make and model, and they have a new battery waiting at the counter. Go now. Here's a Mr. Pibb and peanut M&Ms to tide you over so you don't have to make any stops. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest retail stores. Your go-to for batteries, parts, and sometimes fixing relationship and his hunger problems.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knudsen, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
First Windy Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their...
Atlantic with 1-3. Monarchs with 2 triples, Roger Ward. So what's it going to take for Atlantic to get back in this thing?
Well, they got to pick up the defense like we talked earlier. don't give the easy buckets on those fast break. Make a play, half-court offense, but get the offensive or get the defensive rebound. Like I said, the second chance points, 12 to 14 of them right there. They're taking the ball in the hole. They're getting the shots. They're just not dropping. And some of that is just take a little bit more patience and lay it up there easy.
31-19, Atlantic will break huddle. And the Monarchs will come out with their starters originally. Lincoln back, Camden Emmons, Blaine Grady, Wilson Ripham, Roman Bigness, and Owen Galvin for Atlantic. They'll come out with Kenny Jewell, Grant Petty, Shelton Walia. Hunter Nelson will start instead of Gavin McLaren. Gavin's got 3 fouls. Hudson McLaren, Walia, Hunter Nelson, Petty, and Kenny Jewell. He'll bring it across the timeline. Here we go. Second half is underway. Here comes Atlantic with Kenny Jewell. Atlantic down by 12. Jewell for 3. Good! That's how you start the second half. 31-22. Jewell with 5. Denison-Schleswig front court possession. Bigness handles the ball high left. Steal by Hudson McLaren. He'll take it in. Layup is good. 5-0 run by the Trojans. How about that? 31-24. Atlantic with a 5-0 run to start the second half. Back out top, left wing to Rippon. Rippon guarded by Hunter Nelson, or Sawyer Terrell, excuse me. Back out top. Bigness driving, runner up, no. Rebound Rippon, his shot no, and Terrell fouls him. Again, you got to go straight up, Roger. And
yeah, maybe just you got to make them make the shot. But if you reach, it's a pretty easy call.
They're going to get you every time. And free throws for Bigness coming up. His first one up and good. Bigness Rippon, I should say. Averaging 3.9 a game. He's a 47% free throw shooter, and he made them both. And it's 33-24. Monarchs, Atlantic in the front. Jewell, top of the circle. He'll stop and pop the 3. No good off the heel. Rippon rebound, and Petty with a foul. And the Trojans with 2 already with less than a minute into this third quarter. So it's going to be a throw-in by Grady.
Well, they had a good start.
Here is the Trojans, Monarchs with the ball. Grady high and left off the screen. Back, left wing to Beck. Beck guarded by Hudson McLaren. Now they'll dump it inside, and Petty with a steal for Atlantic. Grant Petty in the front court for the Trojans, high and right. Hudson McLaren at the top. He'll fire the 3, short. Long rebound, and it's going to go to the Monarchs. Good hustle by Terrell.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. I mean, it
wasn't. You got to keep taking those.
You got to have confidence in yourself.
Galvin in for Beck and Denison side. 6:41 to go third quarter. 33-24 Monarchs with the lead. Galvin takes the inbounds pass. He'll bring it across the half-court line uncontested. Hudson McLaren top of the circle. Galvin off the screen from Rippon. Drives right. Pulls up, hands it off. Top of the circle is Nimitz, and he loses the ball, gets it back, over and back. That was Kenny Jewell's great defense that did that. 6:24 to go third.
There was the last to touch, first to touch.
There you go. We talked about that all the way coming up here. Hudson McLaren will take the trigger from Grant Petty. He'll bring it across the half-court line. 6:18 to go. Hand off Jewell. Jewell pulls up. Kicks it right to Terrell. Out top to Hudson McLaren. Baseline Mualia. Jewell, left wing. Go to by Galvin, a baseline Grant Petty. He'll stop and pop the 3, no good. Rebound Galvin, and steal by Hudson McLaren. He's fouled by Bigness. Good patience by Atlantic.
Yep, that was a good shot. Got the rebound.
So Petty will trigger for the far sideline. Just under 6 minutes to go here in this third quarter. 33-24 Monarchs by 9 on the Save Pro scoreboard. Jewell top of the circle. Looking for Cutter. Finds Moya, high post. He'll take it right side. Terrell for 3. No. Rebound to Moya, knocked out by Nimitz. So Dennis Atlantic's ball. Baseline right. Baseline left. 5:43 to go third quarter. 33-24. Atlantic started off on a 5-0 run to start this third quarter. They've held the Monarchs to just a pair. Baseline Jewell, he'll fire the three, no good. Long rebound, Terrell. Moya with it, and he hits it out. It'll be Monarchs ball. Back in, and out comes Bigness. Roman Bigness, a 5'10 junior. Beck back in, the 6-foot junior guard. Galvin takes the inbounds over to Blaine Grady, baseline to Beck. Back to Grady, baseline, guarded by Moya. Kick out top to Rippon. Near side of Galvin for Denison. They've got the front court. Rippon with the top of the circle. Now right side to Beck. Beck, backdoor pass to Rippon. Beck driving, spinning, shooting, and missed the shot. Rebound Rippon. His putback is no good. And Moy did a great job of straight up.
Yep.
Terrell fouled by Beck. Good job of the Trojans. Moy went straight up. They forced the miss. Atlantic's got the ball back with 4:55 to play. Third quarter. They're down 33-24 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Inbounds to Jewell, high and left. And he just lost his balance out of bounds. Denison's basketball. 4:52 to play, third quarter. Galvin takes the trigger. He'll bring it across the timeline, methodical fashion for the Monarchs. 30 in the shot clock. Bounce pass high post to Rippon. Rippon spins, looks for a cutter. Now he'll take it himself down the lane.
No reach.
And almost traveled. Hudson steal for Atlantic. Trojans front court. Hudson, Moya drives in, runner up. God! 33-26. So Moya with this bucket for Atlantic. He has 7. Monarchs the front court at 4:20 to go third quarter. Atlantic battling back in this thing. Out top to Rippon. To Beck left wing. Beck high post. Blaine Grady for 3, and he netted it. Grady hit the triple, a timeout called, and the Monarchs back up by double figures. 4:06 to play, back at 60.
People spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end. This is Dr. Fritz Byer.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Locally owned and family operated, Olson Fuel Supply has been delivering to our neighbors and yours for years. Whether it's propane for your home or fuel for your farm or business, Olson Fuel Supply is here for you when you need us. Experience hometown service you can always count on all year long. Olson Fuel Supply, the keep you going company.
Welcome back to Denison. 3:57 to play after timeout. Atlantic's basketball. So Hudson McLaren will throw it in for the baseline left side. Just under 4 to go, third quarter. 36-26 Monarchs. Inbounds to Jewell. He'll drive, pulls up, kick out Petty. Petty top of the circle for Atlantic. Over to McLaren. Baseline Moalia. Well, it was Savin back out to Hudson McLaren. Top of the circle now Moalia left baseline. He's got room to shoot. Didn't take it out to Hudson. Skip past Petty. He'll drive baseline, and a whistle foul called on Beck. 16 seconds on the shot clock, 3:37 a game clock.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's, Gavin's got him sealed, but they don't respect Moya shooting a 3, so you just back down on it.
Yeah.
Well, you got to do one or the other.
Petty takes the pass, and he traveled with it on the drive. 3:35 to play third. 10-point lead for Denison-Schleswig on the Seed Pro scoreboard. By your side to maximize yields. Forward go. Your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Ventiger, Gary Dinkler, and Nick Knutson. Checking in is going to be Hunter Nelson. The Monarchs to the front court. Beck top of the circle. Off the screen from Blaine Grady. Drives in. Traveled with it. Molly with good help there. 3:27 to go third. Back the other way with Atlantic. Santi Lopez is in for Denison. Nimitz is back in. Beck Bigness is in the game. Here is Kenny Jewell, top of the circle. Baseline drive. Followed by Jay from 10. Good shot, no. Rebound tapped out by Gavin McLaren. 3:13 to go, third quarter, Monarchs basketball. Denison led 16-10 after one, 31-19 at the break. They lead by 10 here on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Santi Lopez, high and right, back out top to Beck. Beck guarded by Hudson McLaren, top of the circle, off the screen. On the drive, lose the handle. Gets it back out top to Lopez. Driving, kicking, Grady shooting, no. Rebound pulled down by Bigness, layup good. Boy, you talked about that rebounding, Roger. First.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they're winning the battle in underneath.
Now it's 38-26, Monarchs. Atlantic almost over and back, nice save. Volume with the basketball, and timeout, Coach Franken. Back in 30, 38-26, Denison.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Monarchs with the lead. Atlantic closed the gap to 31-24. But Denison just responds here, Roger Moore, up by 12 again.
They just keep coming after. Just case in point, that last time down, how many rebounds they got out of it.
2:28 to go, third quarter. Atlantic will inbounds with Hunter Nelson back out to Jewell. Monarchs in a man defense. Galvin guarded Jewell now. Pass right wing to Hunter Nelson. Back out to Reed Woodward, top of the circle. Woodward tries to direct the pass out to Kenny. He does. Jewell on the drive. Baseline Gavin. Gavin will put it up. No good. Rebound Monarchs. On the move. Nimitz layup. No good. Bigness follows. Good. 40-26. Monarchs big at advantage, 14. 1:55 to go, third quarter. The Seed Pro scoreboard. Kennick out top, driving baseline to Woodward. High post to Gavin. Gavin drives inside, layup no. Rip and rebound for Denison. Over to Blaine. Grady high and left. Monarchs set up the offense. 1:36 to go, third. Grady back out to Gavin at top of the circle. Gavin guarded by Kennick Jewell will take it out inside. Out top to Grady. A deep three up, no. But again, another offensive rebound for Denison. Rippon runs it down. The Monarchs get a new clock with 1:18 to go here in the third. Baseline drive, shot up, good. Nimitz with the bucket. Now the Monarchs up 42-26. Timeout, Coach Franken. We're back in a minute.
Seem to be no one has time for a breakdown. So here's the key. Pay attention to the early signs.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends, the Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights, and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
Welcome back to Denison. It's waning moments of the third quarter. Monarchs up 42-26. On the Seed Pro scoreboard, Atlantic in the front court. Hudson McLaren dribbling out top for the Trojans. Works the ball high and right to Jewell. He'll fire a deep three. God! Jewell with a pair of those here in the second half. 42-29, a productive timeout. Monarchs possession. Bigness on the drive. And he throws it away. Steal by Terrell. Terrell hurrying the front court. Puts it up, no good. And we've got a facility player control foul, I believe, on Terrell. Boy.
I like the aggressiveness, but keep your head up and see what you got there, knowing what's going to, you got to be able to plant your feet and make that one step in around that person.
42-29 Monarchs with the lead in the ball with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Nimitz with it out top. He'll lob it low, and Molly with a steal for Atlantic. Molly on the move. Free throw line. Left baseline Hudson. And he'll put up inside the block. No, and rip and rebound for Denison. 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. Rip it out top. Galvin, 13 to go in the third quarter. Down to 10 to go in the third. 9 to go in the third. 7-6. 42-29. Grady, Blaine at 3. And it kicked out by Beck as time runs out in the third quarter. 42-29. Denison-Schleswig with the lead over Atlantic. We're back in a minute with more right after these.
Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
Up. Monarchs led 16-10, 31-19 at the break, 42-29. Now, after 3 quarters of play, Roger Warren and
they're still not out of it. I mean,
no, they're not.
You're 13 down. You get stops, go down, and put the ball in the hole.
Jewell has a couple of threes. They're going to take some long bombs too, I think, to get him back in as well. Blaine Grady brings it across a half-court line underway in the fourth quarter. Monarchs up 42-29, the Seed Pro scoreboard. Galvin dribbles to the right wing and loses dribble. Dumps it low and swatted away by Terrell. Atlantic with the steal. Terrell driving, kicking left baseline. Jewell for 3, no good. Rebound Nimitz for Denison-Schleswig. He'll bring it across the half-court line. Out top to Blaine and Grady. Back. Rippon, top of the circle. Grady has 14 to lead the Monarchs. Rippon high and right, back out top. Dumps it low, bad pass, steal. Terrell again. Atlantic to the front, baseline Hudson McLaren. Back out top to Jewell. McLaren. Skip pass, Terrell for 3, baseline right, no good. Hit the scoreboard, out of bounds.
Hit the shot clock.
Yep. So Bigness will check in for Denison, and out will come Nimitz. Monarchs, and now Petty back in for Atlantic. And he'll be in for Hunter Nelson. Molia, Petty, Terrell, Jewell, and Hudson McLaren for Atlantic. Gavin on the bench with 3 fouls. Gavin McLaren. Here's Galvin across the timeline. 7 minutes to play. Galvin drives right. Looks for a cutter. Gets one from Bigness. Baseline, leans up, no. Rebound, Grady, put back is in. How many of those does he have?
I know of 6 points at least. 3 or 4 of those garbage shots.
Jewell driving for Atlantic, his layup, no. Rebound to Grady. 44-29 Monarchs. 6.5 to play. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. Beck top of the circle. The Rippon. Rippon fires right wing. Bigness. Bigness back out top to Grady. Grady with 16. 3, no by Galvin. Rebound Molia. He's got some great ups.
Oh, yeah.
Right baseline, Petty drive, runner up. God, Grant Petty gets the bucket for Atlantic. We've got
just a flop. It's a warning, flop warning.
6:05 to go, a flop warning on the Monarchs, and Petty with the bucket for Atlantic. And Petty's first 2 points. Narrows the score to 44-31 Monarchs. 6 minutes to go on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Galvin with it across the timeline out top. Galvin handles it after pass back from Blaine Grady. Galvin on the dribble, and he's fouled by Petty. 5:51 to go, fourth quarter. Might be Petty's third.
Yep.
.13 lead. 44-31. And the throw in. Rippon, a steal by Terrell.
Oh, he tried.
Galvin gets it back, and he stepped out of bounds. Atlantic's ball. So Grant Petty will throw it in for Atlantic on the far side. 5:48 to go. Here this fourth quarter. 44-31 Monarchs. Atlantic's got to get to work here, Roger Warren. They need some threes. Jewell will hand off to Hudson, top of the circle. Hudson hands off to Kenny Jewell. Head fake drive. Down inside a Petty layup. No, but he's fouled. So Grant will go the shot free throw line for 2.
You bet. Well, threes are important, but I tell you what, every trip you got to have points.
Yeah.
Every trip you got to have points.
5:34 to go, and here's an example right here. Petty at the free throw line for 2 free ones. The first one on the air, and it is good. Grant Petty with 3. All second half, 44-32. Second free throw by Grant. Up and nice job, Grant Petty. Made them both. 44-34. Atlantic cuts the lead to 10. Monarchs with the ball with 5.5 to play on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Or 11, I should say. 44-33. My bad. With the basketball, the Monarchs. Beck driving. Followed by Jay from 3 foot out. Can't get it. Rebound Molia for Atlantic. Trojans get the ball back. Down by 11. Jewell top of the circle. Driving in. We've got another foul called to the Monarchs. And that'll be 2 on Denison. Just 1 on Atlantic in the fourth quarter. Well, the fouls really piled up on the Trojans in the first half. McLaren will check in. He's got 3 fouls. And he's coming in for Molia. So Hudson McLaren will throw it in just left of the basket. 5:06 to go in the fourth quarter. And the throw in by McLaren. Right baseline of Jewell. He'll fire up a 3 short. Rebound Galvin for Denison. 5 minutes to play. Monarchs by 11. A pass ahead of Blaine Grady. Grady with 16 points. And we've got a timeout called by Derek Fink. 4:52 left. Monarchs 44.
30.
Atlantic 33. We're back in a half a minute.
Delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering.
The Super Bowl in Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
4:52 to play. Monarchs up 44-33. Coach Derek Fink called a timeout for Denison. And they'll throw it in to the near sideline. It'll be Blaine Grady with 16 points to trigger for the Monarchs. He bounces it into Galvin. Galvin guarded by Grant Petty. Off the screen, back to Blaine Grady. Grady driving, dumping low to Rippon, and he's fouled by Kenny Jewell.
Actually, that was probably a pretty good foul.
Yeah.
Kinnick had, that gives him, what is it? Well, it gives him 3, but he didn't get the shot up.
Right, he kept him from the shot, Roger. You're right. And 4:45 to go here. Fourth quarter. Inbounds to Grady. Grady right baseline drive and run into McLaren. No call. And now we got a player control foul call, I believe. Nope, just
he dribbled it out of bounds. That wasn't a flop. That's what Grady was at. He made chest-to-chest contact.
Yeah. 4:38 to go. 44-33 Denison. Jewell top of the circle for Atlantic. Pass to Petty. Baseline triple. No good. Rebound back. Stolen by Hudson McLaren. Back out to Terrell. Pulls up. Free throw line shot. Partially blocked. Grady gets the rebound for Denison. Back to Galvin at 4:17 to play. Galvin high and right to Beck. Beck is stolen by Hudson McLaren and a foul called on Beck. And that's 3 on the Monarchs.
Yep. That was a good steal. I mean, he grabbed it and then Beck grabbed him by the arm.
Yeah, Beck with 4 now and checking it back in his bigness for Denison-Schleswig. 4:10 left. Atlantic still has a shot here. They're down by 11 at 40-33. Hudson McLaren across the timeline and off the screen. Back to Gavin, top of the circle, right side of Petty. Petty guarded by Rippon. Back to Gavin on top of the circle. Gavin holds out top to Hudson, right side of Petty. Under 4 to play. Into Gavin McLaren. He'll muscle one up, and it is no good, but he's fouled, I believe, by Blaine Grady.
Yep. He's got to make the free throws.
So Gavin McLaren, who had 7 first half points, scoreless in the second half, will step the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 in the first half. And that's the 3rd foul on Blaine Grady, who leads all the scores with 16 for Denison. Gavin's free throw was no good short. .349 to play here in the ball game. Monarchs by 11 at 44-33. Free throw by Gavin, good. Atlantic cuts into single digits, or 10 I should say. 44-34. Bigness loops the pass to Grady. Grady high and right, 3:40 left. Grady on the bounce to the baseline. Short jumper, no good. Rebound, Kenny Jewell. Nope. Saved by Ripper, but he stepped out of bounds. Atlantic's ball.
Well, right now, time is on Denison's side. They don't need to be shooting. Right now, it's layups only is what you should be going for.
So Grant Petty will throw the ball in right side of the basket. 3:33 to play. Inbounds to Kenny Jewell. He'll bring it across the half-court line. Hudson McLaren with it. 3:27 to go. Hudson guarded out top by Nimitz. Left side to Kenny Jewell. Jewell driving in, out of traffic to Hudson, out to Petty. He'll fire the 3. God! Grant Petty with a big 3. 44-37. Trojans trim the lead to 7 points. 3:08 to play. And Derek Fink calls a timeout.
But he came running down to the baseline to make sure he's seen it.
Atlantic right back in this thing. Petty with a big triple. We're back in a minute.
Game day deals at your...
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
They cut the lead to 7 at 44-37. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. Blaine Grady with 16 will throw it in for the Monarchs on the far side of the backcourt to Beck. Beck across the half-court line. Lose the ball. Picked up by Bigness. He throws it away. Nope. Griffin gets it back. We've got a foul called on Atlantic. A reach-in foul. The Trojans, that's just
Nobody
3.
wanted to hang on to it.
Boy. So it's going to be Bigness to throw it in for Denison. 2:53 to play.
That's Petty's fourth.
44-37, Atlantic within 7. On Petty's three-point shot, Bigness to throw it in baseline right. Gets it way out top to Beck. Beck guarded by Petty, top of the circle, hands it off to Blaine Grady. Grady on the dribble, angles left. Baseline, driving, Nimitz layup, no good. Rebound knocked out by Petty. Good defense by Atlantic.
Good defense, just couldn't pull the rebound down.
Monarchs get the ball underneath. 2:41 to go. 7-point lead for Denison. The throw in by Blaine Grady to Rippon. Back out top to Beck. Baseline, Grady for 3. Good! Oh, boy.
He's been money on that tonight.
Yeah, that was a huge baseline triple. 47-37 Monarchs in it. McLaren layup, no. Rebound, Grady. 2:20 left. Blaine Grady with 19 points. Buried a key 3 for Denison. Left wing, Bigness. Out top to Rippon.
That was definitely a key 3.
Rippon will pull up right elbow. Kick out top, Bigness. Now Nimitz has it, high and right, baseline. Throws the pass out top to Beck into Rippon, lays it up, and he's fouled by Terrell with 1:57 to play. Looks like it's going to be a shooting foul as well. So Rippon the free throw line for the Monarchs. He's 2 for 2 for the line, 4 points for Rippon. For the Monarchs. And his first of 2, no good. 1:57 to go. Malia comes in for Gavin McLaren. That's Terrell's 4th foul. And Rippon's free throw coming up. Here it is. It's good. Rippon 3 for 4 for the line. 48-37 in favor of Denison-Schleswig. And we've got a timeout. We're back in 60 seconds.
Hey there, this is Tanner from your Atlantic IB, and I've got some exciting news to share. Thanks to your feedback, we're currently rated the friendliest Hy-Vee in the entire company. That's a huge honor. On behalf of the whole team, thank you to everyone who's taken time to share their thoughts. Did you know you can leave feedback too? Just check the link on the bottom of your Hy-Vee receipt or in your email after a purchase. Whether it's a compliment or constructive criticism, I love reading our surveys and making sure we're always improving. And as always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
When you're on the go, it's all about convenience. Add fantastic food, beverages, plus BP superior fuels, and you have Olson's BP in Atlantic. From sunup to sundown, we're the keep you going store. From our loaded breakfast burritos and Bunker Dunker donuts to our delicious Champs chicken and pizza to go, we have the food you crave. Don't forget the cold beer in the beer cave. Stop in and fill her up. There's always something you need at Olson's BP, the keep you going store, 2nd and Locust in Atlantic.
48-37. Blaine Grady with a huge 3. He's got 2 of those second half. That's McLaren for Atlantic. Out top to Petty. To Jewell, top of the circle. He'll fire a 3. God! Atlantic still has a breath here. 48-40. Foul called on Atlantic.
That's number 5.
Yep. So
that'll put him to the line.
Excuse me, Roger. Yeah, Beck will go to the free throw line. 48-40, Monarchs by 8 on the C-Pro scoreboard. It's going to come down to free throws for Denison now. Of course, Atlantic's got foul trouble. Petty just fouled out.
Yep.
Hunter Nelson back in for Grant. Grant with 7 points for the Trojans. He had a big 3 here in this second half. Free throw up, no good by Beck. Atlantic still has an opportunity. They're down by 8. Beck's free throw coming up in the air and good. 49-40, Atlantic with the ball in the front. Jewell, top of the circle, off the screen. High and left, Terrell. Hunter Nelson for 3. God, here we come. Nelson with 2. The 3.
That was 2.
They're gonna call it 2.
His foot was in the wrong spot.
Well, that happened last time, too. 49-42, and the Monarchs turn it over. 1:20 to go. Atlantic's basketball. 49-42. Monarchs lead is trimmed to 7 by the Trojans. And the throw in for the Atlantic. Coach Frank and Kenny Jules got, I believe, a little blood on the lip here. 1:20 to go, 49-42.
That was his fifth.
Okay, fifth for Beck. So he's out. Bigness is back in for Denison. He'll join Galvin, Nimitz, Blaine Grady, and ripping that Monarch lineup. Atlantic has Terrell, Rawlia, Hudson McLaren, Nelson, and Kinnick Jewell. Atlantic's ball, Jewell across the timeline. He'll stop and pop the three. No good. Nelson got the rebound, but then it bounced away. Ripping with it for Denison. Blaine Grady across the timeline. Atlantic's going to have to foul. 1:05 to play. Out to Nimitz. Over to Bigness. 60 seconds left, and we've got a whistle and a foul on Jewell. With 58 seconds left, to the 49-42 Monarch lead. So Bigness to the free throw line. And Bigness with 9 points here for Denison-Schleswig. On the 90s, 1 for 2. Free throw in the air and good. Double figures now for Bigness, 50-42. 58 seconds left of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Second free throw in flight and no good off the front iron. Rebound Hudson McLaren. Here comes Atlantic. Hudson high and right. Baseline Nelson. He'll drive it in. Bounce past Molia. He'll stop. Pop from 14. God! 50-44. Atlantic down by 6. Foul call to Molia with 41 seconds left. Boy, if Denison doesn't make their free throws, Atlantic can get right back in there down by 6.
Right now you're looking at a 6-point spread. He makes one of these, but you're back to 3 possessions. So that makes it extremely difficult with this kind of time.
So Galvin the free throw line. Owen Galvin, he's 3 for 4 tonight. 6-point lead for Denison. 41 seconds left of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Galvin's free throw up, and it is no good. Second free throw coming up. And Galvin eyes the rim. Spins it up, and it is no good. Rebound McLaren. Here comes Atlantic. Jewell. Out top, Hudson for 3. No good. Rebound, Nimitz, foul, Terrell.
Had the shot they wanted.
That might be his 5th. Yeah, it's close.
Terrell, 2-5. Yep, that's 5 for him.
Gavin back in for Atlantic with 32 seconds to play. 50-44 Monarchs. And back to free throw line, Denison-Schleswig. This time Camden Nimitz will shoot. He's 1 for 2 tonight. And Nimitz with 9 points. First of 2 in flight and good. 51-44 Monarchs. 32 seconds left. Second free throw, good. 52-44. Trojans in the front court. Nelson for 2. He's fouled by Bigness. Nelson took it a short jumper for the right side of the block. Missed it, but he's fouled. He'll shoot a pair. 26 seconds to go. 52-44. Denison by 8 of the Seed Pros scoreboard.
That's 5 on him.
Yep. Santi Lopez is in for the Monarchs. So Hunter Nelson the free throw line for Atlantic. Nelson has not shot many free throws. He's now 1 for 4 on the year. Second free throw, Nelson with 6 points. 52-45. Second free throw is good. 52-46. Nelson makes both free throws. And we've got a whistle and a foul called on Nelson. 25 seconds to play. Trojans still have a breath here, Roger Ward.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you miss 2 free throws, come down here. I mean, you're at 6 points, so you got to have a 3.
Here we go. Galvin's free throw up and in. Oof.
That makes it tough.
Sure does. And Galvin a 4 for 7 from the line tonight. 53-46. 25 seconds to play. Second free throw is no good. Rebound ball.
Take the thing to the hole.
Kinnick, left wing. Out top to Hudson for three. No good. And we've got a whistle. Hit the shot clock.
Yep.
15 seconds left. Atlantic full court pressure. Down by 7 to 53-46. The throw in by Blaine Grady. We've got a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Fink. We'll take it with him.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop in to one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram, or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
WI Atlantic, a proud part of Meredith Communications, KS 95.7.
15 seconds to play. 53-46 Monarchs with the lead of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Throw in by Blaine Grady. A pass ahead to Nemeth. Layup no. Followed by Santi Lopez is good. 7 seconds left. Malia short jumper missed the shot. 3 seconds to go. Out of bounds, Monarchs on the rebound. Atlantic will have it with under 1 second left. 55-46. Denison will win their second game of the season. They were 1-14 coming in. Kinnick inbounds. He'll fire the three. Good.
It counts.
Didn't count. 55-49, the final. Monarchs with the win over Atlantic here tonight. The Trojans made a good effort late in the game. They were down by double digits.
Made a run at it, just couldn't get enough buckets in when they needed it.
Final 55-49. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We're back after these.
Outside of your control.
Oak Point Wealth Management is making important changes to better serve you. Wealth manager Aaron Friend is proud to announce that Oak Point Wealth has partnered with LBL Financial, providing comprehensive tools and resources to support your financial goals. Aaron remains committed to serving Southwest Iowa with personalized service backed by LBL's dynamic technology and investment platform.
I'm excited to embrace independence and keep my focus on what matters most, my clients' best interests.
Visit www.oakpointwealth.com, 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Just when you think he's Mr. Perfect, he wakes up and proves me wrong. You can't charge a junk battery. Look here, mister. Replace it. I called Atlantic Egg and Auto, gave them make and model, and they have a new battery waiting at the counter. Go. Go now. Here's a Mr. Pibb and peanut M&Ms to tide you over so you don't have to make any stops. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest retail stores. Your go-to for batteries, parts, and sometimes fixing relationship and his hunger problems.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knudsen, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
Now Denison-Schleswig get the win over Atlantic, and they led 16-10 after one, 31-19 at the halftime break, 42-29 after three. Atlantic scored 20 points in that fourth quarter, Roger Warren, and they made a run at it. They had too big of a mountain to climb.
They had a big mountain to climb. I tell you what, a couple of those shots that would have dropped. I mean, yeah, you needed help at the free throw line on the other end, and they were at least 50%, so that kind of put it out of reach.
Yeah. Well, they had a chance at it. Kennick Jewell had a big second half with 4 3-point shots. He kind of kept Atlantic on that rally mode there, and like we mentioned, just falling short as the Monarchs had a 42-29 lead. They're after 3 quarters of play. Hey, postgame brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. Back with more right after this.
Happy to introduce Dr. Jill Polpeter. Dr. Polpeter is a board-certified family medicine physician who provides care for all ages.
I just want my patients to sit in my exam room and just feel comfortable telling me whatever they need to tell me. I really try to be your partner. I don't tell you what to do, but I will give my guidance and my advice, and then we can kind of decide the plan together.
To make an appointment with Dr. Polpeter, call Cass Health at 712-243-2850.
And welcome back to Atlantic. Taking a look at the scoring, it was Kennick Jewell leading the way for Atlantic. He had 11 points. He had 4 threes, and he was 2 for 4 from the free throw line. 9 points for Shelton Mulligan. Also for Atlantic, Grant Petty had 7. All came in the second half. 8 points for Gavin McLaren. 6 points for Hunter Nelson, and 3 points from Sawyer Terrell. He had a 3-point shot in the first half as well. Hunter Nelson, we thought he had a couple of threes, but just inside the arc for Atlantic.
Because when they put him up, his foot was right on the line, and it's just like, you got to be aware of that.
55-49, the final here in Denison. Anything to add, Roger Warren, as we sign off here?
Well, I mean, I know the Trojans come up here expecting to win, and they just didn't quite get it done. Denison also looked at this as an opportunity to notch at least one more win in their resume. So, you got Harlan on Tuesday night. Harlan's a good basketball team, but if the Trojans play at the top of their game, they'll give them a go.
You bet. And that game is at 3:45 at Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. We'll have the broadcast with pregame at 3:30, tip-off at 3:45 with the girls' game to follow. That's going to be at Wells Fargo, and you can still get a ticket to get to that game on Tuesday afternoon. Big thanks for joining us. For Roger Warren, I'm Tom Robinson, and so long from Denison. Our next broadcast coming up on Tuesday afternoon from Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines.
.7 Weather Center. A winter weather advisory begins at 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. Slight chance for freezing drizzle tonight, otherwise cloudy skies expected. Lows level off around 25, southeasterly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Slight chance for mixed precipitation, changing to all snow tomorrow. High temperatures reach up to 35, cloudy